I'm your brother Jay in Israel. Welcome to Real Talk Tuesday. Live stream is going up on a Tuesday. Hey, what it do? What's good, family? Let me know that you are here. Pull up in the chat, say peace, say hi, say shalom, say something. Let me know that you are here so that we can get started with tonight's awesome live stream. Let me go ahead and check YouTube Studio to make sure everything is okay on my end. YouTube says excellent condition. Therefore, I'm going to take YouTube's word for it. Before we get started, family, I'm going to go over the announcements. They are worth it. Trust me. I sound like a greasy car salesman. Trust me. No, but for real, trust me, they are worth it, family. I'm going to run through the announcements and we are going to get started with tonight's episode. The title of today's live stream: Secrets of the Feast of Unleavened Bread Revealed. Open panel discussion. I like to say to everybody who is keeping the Feast of Unleavened Bread, if you are keeping the feast right now, I like to say to you, Chag Sameach. Chag Sameach, which means happy feast. And if you've already observed the Feast of Unleavened Bread, salute to you. Salute. We're all about peace, unity, and love over here. We got so many things we divided on. We're working on the unity part. We haven't quite gotten the unity part down yet. But until then, we are going to promote shalom around here. We are going to agree to disagree. So let me go ahead and pull up the announcements on screen, family, so we can get started. What you're going to do in any of my videos of mine, what you want to do is you want to go below the video and click on description. And when you do so, family, as I share my screen, in any of my videos, family, just go on any of my videos. And when you're there, for example, this super cool, awesome video right here. Hebrew Israelites Passover Celebration 2025. How to observe Passover and Feast of Unleavened Bread. My wife and I, we went live on April 12th, 2025. And we had a great time with the family. Everybody who showed up in the chat, it was a blessing to see you and to celebrate the feast day with you, to celebrate Pesach together. I don't know why I'm looking mad right here, family. Oh, I just happened to pause it right here. Yeah, I look mad though. Like, Jay, why you mad? You mad? You mad? You mad, bro? Just go below the video, family, right here. Click where it says more. And when you do that, unlock these free goodies. That's right. The 4-letter F word. Everybody loves the 4-letter F word. Free. Gotcha. 30 words in Paleo and Hebrew. In Paleo and in Paleo. 30 words in Paleo Hebrew, Biblical Hebrew, and English. I created all these free goodies here. I created the video tutorial and the free PDF download. Have it right in your phone. That way you can show off and impress your family and friends with your 30 words of Hebrew. That's right. And with those 30 words, you learn how to say you know how to say the 30 words in Biblical Hebrew, and you learn how to write in Paleo Hebrew and Biblical Hebrew. You learn how to write those 30 words in Paleo Hebrew, which is ancient Hebrew, and Biblical Hebrew. Yahusha's, the Lord's Prayer in Hebrew and English, video tutorial and free PDF download. Video and free PDF, family. And by the way, if you can hear me, please type one. Please type one in the chat. I like to say, shalom, shalom to 12TJC. What's good, King? It's good to see you. That's our brother right there. Type one if you can hear me. If not, I'm just going to continue to be on mute. All right, let's continue. The Ten Commandments in Hebrew and English, video and free PDF. The Shema prayer in Hebrew and English, video and PDF. The priestly blessing in Hebrew and English, the Benediction. You guessed it, video and PDF. If you desire to be an ambassador for Yah, you can become one. How? With your apparel. Click where it says Need Hebrew Israelite Apparel. Click on this link right here, family. When you do that, it takes you to this super cool, awesome apparel brand. Let me show you. I can explain it, but I'd rather show you and show off. Humbly. How you humbly show off? Humbly show off. Kavod, styled in legacy. Kavod is the Hebrew word for honor, splendor, and glory. Shalom, unlock 20% off your order. Hebrew Israelite t-shirts and apparel. Kavod, black owned. Get your 20% off right here, family. Use this link right here to get your 20% off your order. Not just a shirt, but your entire order. You get 20% off, family. All right. If you like to unlock clothing for regular days and feast days, clothing for women, men, and children, t-shirts, hats, hoodies, beanies, do-rags, sweatshirts, sandals, clothing for men, women, and children. I already said that, but I'm saying that again, family. And there's a plethora of clothing here, family, so check it out. All right, all right. All praises. Let's get back to the announcements. If you would like to support the ministry, you can do so, family. Absolutely. You can pay your tithes. Gotcha. I was seeing if y'all was listening, because y'all be tuning me out, and it gets on my nerves. You can leave a tip or a donation if you want. Family, I do have a JLB. I have a job. If not, you already know. My wife would make me get one. She sure will. And since I have a JLB, I don't need the money, but I appreciate it, family. If you desire, if you feel compelled to donate or leave a tip, no matter how small it is, we appreciate it. Cash App, PayPal, and Buy Me a Coffee. You can donate on Cash App, PayPal, Buy Me a Coffee. Also through Patreon as well. And through Patreon, you unlock exclusive content that you will get absolutely nowhere. And I mean nowhere on the internet. From digital downloads to the YouTube series, the series on Patreon called Too Hot for YouTube. If you like spicy food, if you like the heat, if you can handle the heat, and you want advanced biblical teachings that our brothers and sisters, we argue over. If you want that kind of content, you can get it in the Patreon. The motive is good, family. Trust me. Trust me. All right. It is Feast of Unleavened Bread. So if you desire to want to make your own Feast of Unleavened Bread, just click on this video right here where it says how to make unleavened bread for Passover. Quick and easy recipe for beginners, unleavened bread. How to make unleavened bread for Passover. Yeah, close the doors. I'm glad we have a sense of humor. That's right, 12T. Oh, praises. All right. So yeah, family, if you are interested to make your own unleavened bread, go ahead and click on this video. And then you'll be able to get 20% off your order. Again, that's $20 off your order. 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 $ right here. Or you can go to the store and buy you some crackers. It's fine. You can buy the crackers from the store. It's all right. Actually, we have a pack actually, just for convenience, but we make our own and we show you how to make our own. It's empowering and family. It tastes better. It tastes better to make your own. And as Israelites, we gotta start making our own stuff. Let's return back to being prosumers. Let me go ahead and hide the screen. I'm going to show you something, family, because it is Feast of Unleavened Bread. And what you can do, let me show you. Share my screen. All right, family. I know these are shameless plugs, but you're used to that. I haven't fully repented, family. I'm still crazy. All right, anyways, let's see. Where was I? That's right. So go to playlists, go to feast days and celebrations right here. Click on the full playlist and click on this video right here. Feast of Unleavened Bread Explained. Hebrew Israelite teaching. I explain Feast of Unleavened Bread. I break it down, family. I break it down like a DJ on the 1 and 2s. Also, learn how to count the Omer. Count the what? That's right, family. Let me show you. Let me show you. Shalom, shalom to Squeaky Clean. I appreciate your support. We appreciate your support. Thank you. Squeaky Clean is a troll, but we're all about peace, love, and unity here. And everybody's welcome on this platform. Whether if you're an Israelite, hey, if you're not an Israelite, if you're a Christian or a Muslim or atheist, or hey, if you're just curious about our way of life, you are welcome on this platform. I'm not a killer, but don't push me. I know I've heard that somewhere. I know I've heard that somewhere. I'm not a killer, but don't push me. All right. So, as we continue, if you want to learn how to count the Omer, to determine Shavuot. Shavuot is the Feast of Weeks. Learn how to count the Omer to Feast of Weeks. Right here, family. Count the Omer to Feast of Weeks. Shavuot, the Feast of Weeks explained. How to count the Omer. Hebrew Israelite teaching. Family, we break it down. That's right. Also, this Passover celebration was from last year, but we celebrated Passover together on April 12th. We went live, family. We celebrated together. I forgot to put it here. Maybe it's on here. I'm not sure. Oh, it's right here. It's right here, family. Right here. Hebrew Israelite Passover celebration 2025. How to observe Passover and Feast of Unleavened Bread. My wife and I, we share the game, and that's what we gotta do as Israelites. We gotta share the game. We can't be greedy. We can't be ball hogging. We gotta share the knowledge. That's right. Also, if you desire to make your own unleavened bread, it's inspiring and it tastes better. Just click on where it says how to videos, how to, right here. I probably should put this video in the feast days and celebrations playlist. I think I'm gonna do that to make it easy for all of us. If you desire to make your own unleavened bread, my wife and I, we show you how to make unleavened bread for Passover. Quick and easy recipe for beginners. Unleavened bread right here, family. Check it out. All right. All praises. Couple more announcements and we're going to get started, family. I'm going to go ahead and reveal some things that is not commonly known about the Feast of Unleavened Bread. But let me go ahead and share my screen again. We're going to go to posts. When you go to posts, let me go ahead and share it again. Bam. Posts, Passover celebration. as we mentioned, you click on the link right here, it takes you to the video. Also, another reminder, family. Check out the super cool, awesome video that I had the honor and privilege of interviewing. I've interviewed Stephen Graham, filmmaker, author, musician, educator. Stephen Graham is a legend in our community, and I had the honor of interviewing him. Check out this video, family. Check out this amazing interview that I had the honor and privilege of having. I interviewed our good brother who's in the chat, who is here live, 12TJC. He brings out the game. He shares the game about the beast system. The beast system is here. Knowledge on the end times, finances, politics, and how to prepare for this beast system. Check that out, family. Hear him? Real Talk Tuesday. That's the name of tonight's show. We discuss topics that we can't on the Shabbat, trending topics, Israelite culture, wealth, health, relationships, interviews, debates, and more. We go live on Tuesdays at 5:30 p.m. Pacific time. That's right, family. The mistakes, they're free. They're on the house. Right here. Write it down, take a picture. I don't give a what. Make sure you mark that, family. All right. And a couple more things, and we good. I'm going to run through it now. When you scroll all the way down on the posts, the Shabbat Word, Friday nights, 7 o'clock p.m. Pacific time. Join us on the Shabbat Word, Friday nights at 7 o'clock p.m. Pacific time. That is 7 o'clock p.m. Pacific time on Friday nights. Why? To receive inspiration and elevation from the scriptures. Looking forward to seeing you. Let all family and friends and haters know. Together, let's glorify Yah. Together, let's keep the Shabbat day as we are commanded to do so by Yahuwah. All right. When you click on the home tab, scroll all the way down past these shameless plugs. As you binge watch these videos with your popcorn and your hot sauce, and you just watch as many videos as you possibly can, family, and you just can't get enough. While you're at it, like a junkie, go ahead and subscribe to my wife and I's channel. That's terrible English, but family, I don't give a darn. Subscribe to my wife and I's channel. We speak about Black love, trendy topics, celebrity news. We like to laugh. We like to have a good time. And our objective is to bridge the gap with the Black community who does not know about the awakening. Because at one point, we did not know about the awakening. So let's change that negative stereotype that's been slapped upon us, and we're partially guilty for as well. Get your laugh on. Get your Saturday night started at 7 o'clock p.m. Pacific time. That is Saturday night, 7 o'clock p.m. Pacific time. Get your Saturday night started when the Shabbat is over. All right, family, that is the announcements. All glory. Squeaky clean, it's not about following me. It's about following the Most High Yah. The Most High is not a man that he should lie. I do not worship myself, and I hope that you do not make the mistake and worship yourself. This is a special time. This is the time of the Feast of Unleavened Bread. I'm curious, Squeaky Clean, are you keeping the Feast of Unleavened Bread right now? Let us know if you're keeping the feast. All right. As Squeaky Clean avoids the question, as he filibusters like a politician around the question, all I ask Squeaky Clean is a simple question. Are you celebrating the Feast of Unleavened Bread right now? And if not, let us know why. Let us know why you're not celebrating the Feast of Unleavened Bread. And there goes the politician tactic, diversion. I ask them a question and they ask another question. I'm asking you the question. Please do not run from the question. Please address the question. Answer the question. Are you celebrating the Feast of Unleavened Bread? If you're not sure what I just said, let me go ahead and show you. Are you celebrating the Feast of Unleavened Bread? And guess what? It's in the scriptures. It's in the scriptures, fam. Right there, Exodus 12, 15, and 20. 15 through 20. Let us know if you're keeping the feast. Exodus 12, 15 through 20. All right, all right. Now, the title of today's live stream, Secrets of the Feast of Unleavened Bread, Revealed. Open panel discussion. Okay. That wasn't the question that I asked you, Squeaky Clean. Right now, you're not acting so squeaky clean. All you got to do is answer the question. I don't know why you're afraid of the question. I'll repeat again. Are you celebrating the Feast of Unleavened Bread? I'll type it in the chat as Squeaky Clean as we segue into tonight's episode. That's it. It's just a simple question. No need for insults. No need to act like the enemy. If you are led by the Creator, then you will walk by the Spirit. You will show the fruit of the Spirit. Okay, more running. All right. As you continue to run, I'm going to continue with tonight's episode. Now, Feast of Unleavened Bread. Let's go ahead and let's start with Exodus 12, 14 through 22. We're going to open up the scriptures, family. So what scriptures say that? Well, we're pulling up the scripture right now. All praises. I'm opening up Blue Letter Bible right now. I'm going to share my screen momentarily. Exodus 12. All right. He's running from the question. I don't know why you're so afraid of the question, Squeaky Clean. All right. Oh, man. Exodus 12. Let's jump down to verse 14. This is the word of Yah. This is not the word of Jaden. This is not the book of Jaden, which I like to quote from time to time, but the book of Jaden got mistakes. It's got linguistic glosses. It's got errors. It's got scribal errors. It's got interpolations. It has assumptions and inferences. However, we're reading the word of Yah. And we're reading the word of Yah the way how we read it. Hebrews, we start from the beginning to the end. We don't start from the end. We don't start from Matthew and hustle backwards. We start from Genesis, Benediction, to Revelation. All right. As a former Christian, I used to do that. I used to start from Matthew, and I used to have one of those Bibles where it had the quote unquote New Testament, And it may have had it may have had like some Psalms or some Proverbs or whatnot, like one of them little small little Bibles, them little handheld Bibles that you could put in your pocket. No, you didn't answer the question. No, you didn't. It's yes or no. Assertive. Yes or no. Are you celebrating the Feast of Unleavened Bread? If you answered it, I didn't see it. I didn't read it. I didn't see your answer. It wasn't assertive. If you answered it, it wasn't assertive. It sounded a little shaky. All right. So Exodus 14, we're going to read Exodus 12, 14 through 22. Hallelujah. Feast of Unleavened Bread. And this day shall be unto you for a memorial, and ye shall keep it a feast to Yahuwah throughout your generations. You shall keep it as a feast by an ordinance forever. Forever, forever, ever, forever, ever. That's right. Verse 15. 7 days you shall eat unleavened bread. Hebrew highlighter. Bruce, we know what it is. We always getting our highlighter ready. We always highlighting something. Even the first day ye shall put away leaven out of your houses. That's right, family. The first day, put away leaven out of your houses. For whosoever eateth leavened bread from the first day until the seventh day, that soul shall be cut off from Yasharallah. Let's go to tools. Let's go to interlinear. Called Okel Chametz. Chametz, chametz, chametz. Leavened bread. Strong's number H2557. Chametz. Thing leaven, leaven. That which is leavened. All right, family. Let's go back. Keep your highlighter. You got to get the leaven out the houses, family. Get that leaven out of here. That's what we got to do, fam. Verse 16. And in the first day, there shall be an holy convocation. And in the seventh day, there shall be an holy convocation to you. No manner of work shall be done in them, save that which every man must eat, that only may be done of you. And ye shall observe the feast of unleavened bread, for in this selfsame day have I brought your armies out of the land of Mitzrayim. Therefore shall ye observe this day in your generations by an ordinance in the past. Well, hold on. Come on, Jaden. Jaden, do you need glasses? Jaden. Read that again. Okay, I got you, fam. I got you. Let me get a little closer to the screen. Therefore, shall ye observe this day in your generations by an ordinance no more, because the pastor says it's done away with. Okay. All right. Fix it. Okay, I got you. In your generations by an ordinance forever. Ordinance forever. Well, hold on, but that's a typo. That's a bad translation. You gotta check the Hebrew. What's it really saying? You're wrong, Jaden. Well, let's check the Hebrew. Bedorotekim chukat olam. For generations of your ordinance of forever. Olam, forever. Forever, ever. 18, in the first month, which is Aviv, on the 14th day of the month at even, ye shall eat unleavened bread until the 21st day of the month at even. 7 days shall there be no leaven found in your houses. Hebrew highlighter. 7 days. For whosoever eateth that which is leavened, even that soul shall be cut off from the congregation of Israel, whether he be a stranger or born in the land. Gentile, you're included. If you love Yah, if you follow his commandments, if you follow the real Messiah, Yahusha, HaMashiach, you are commanded to keep the feast of unleavened bread, whether you are an Israelite or a stranger. Verse 20, ye shall eat nothing leavened, in all your habitations shall ye eat unleavened bread. Then Moshe called for all the elders of Israel and said unto them, draw out and take you a lamb according to your families, and kill the Passover. And ye shall take a bunch of hyssop, and dip it in the blood that is in the basin, and strike the lintel and the two side posts with the blood that is in the basin. And none of you shall go out at the door of his house until this morning. All right, family, what we're going to do right now, let's jump to verse 33, 34, and 39. Let me show you something. I got you. I'm checking to see if he answered the question. No, he still didn't answer the question. He's still dodging the question. He's afraid of the question. I don't know what the question ever did to you. It's just a question. Shalom, shalom to Dexter Young. I like to say to you, happy feast of unleavened bread. Let me go big screen. Happy feast of unleavened bread. Exodus 12, 15 through 20. I'm wondering, Dexter, are you keeping the feast of unleavened bread? Are you keeping Chag Hamatzot? Please feel free to answer. This platform right here, we're all about peace, love, and unity. I'm not a killer, but don't push me. Let's continue. Shalom, shalom, Decarius Eason. That's my brother right there. What's good? What's good, King? Deuteronomy 16, Deuteronomy 16:3. We'll get to that here momentarily. All right. Yeah, Squeaky Clean's talking about Jesus Christ. I don't know who that is. I've already covered that. Watch my video. Jesus is an egregore. And I say that out of all respect, love, and unity. Family, I used to be a former minister. I was a licensed minister, which means I can marry you and I can bury you. I was a licensed minister. And this is a time of celebrating the Feast of Unleavened Bread. I don't say that out of arrogance. I say that out of honesty. So when I say that Jesus is an egregore, please watch the video and just remove your assumptions out of your mind, and just watch the video and just gather the information and decide to do whatever you want to do with it. You don't have to agree with me. And no, I'm not a liar. I show and prove. I show receipts, like many of us brews are doing, like Decarius Easton is doing, showing receipts. That's right. It's more where that came from. Now let's get back to the scriptures. Let's go down to verse 34. I got to say to you, Decarius Eason, happy feast of unleavened bread, family. Happy feast of unleavened bread. All right. Exodus 12:34. Let's go ahead. Let's start with verse 33. Exodus of Yasharallah. Hallelujah. And the Egyptians were urgent upon the people. Hebrew highlighter. That they might send them out of the land in haste. For they said, we be all dead men, And the people took their dough before it was leavened, their netting troughs, being bound up in their clothes upon their shoulders. We'll go ahead and read through. We'll read to 39. And the children of Israel did according to the word of Moshe, and they borrowed of the Egyptians jewels of silver and jewels of gold and raiment. Did they really borrow though? This is just me being a Jaden. Being a Jaden. Did they really borrow? Okay, ESV says, for they had asked. Okay, I would ride with that. I don't think they borrowed it like, can I borrow some sugar? And I'm gonna give it back. I don't think our ancestors borrowed these articles in the way where, or in the matter where they were going to give it back. I think they were taking it for permanent, family. Just like how I used to borrow things from my neighbor. Okay, I know I'm not the only one. I'll be here all day. The jokes are free. Verse 36, and Jehovah gave the people favor in the sight of the Egyptians. So that they lent unto them such things as they required, and they spoiled the Egyptians. And the children of Israel journeyed from Ramesses to Sukkot, about 600,000 on foot, that were men besides children. And the mixed multitude went up also with them. Hebrew highlighter, mixed multitude. That's important. We don't preach hate around here. We're all about unity, peace, and love. One love. And they baked unleavened bread of the dough, which they brought forth out of Egypt. Let me go ahead and read that again, family. Check it. And they baked unleavened bread of the dough, which they brought forth out of Egypt. For it was not leavened, because they were thrust out of Egypt and could not tarry, neither had they prepared for themselves any victual. I'm good with that. I don't know if I said that correctly. I don't know, family. All right, we're going to go ahead and pause right there. Before we do, let's go ahead and highlight. Let's get our Hebrew highlighter. And they baked unleavened cakes of the dough, which they brought forth out of Egypt, for it was not leavened. Hebrew highlighter. Let's see. I'm checking the chat. Let's see if Squeaky Clean addressed the question, or if he's still running from the question. It wasn't an angry question. It wasn't a sideways question. It was just an honest question. Are you keeping the feast of unleavened bread? For somebody who claims to be a Christian, you're sure not acting like one. I just asked a simple question. Are you celebrating the feast of unleavened bread? Yes or no? All right. All right. Let me go ahead and show you some, family. Oh, that's right. I asked Dexter Young. So Dexter Young, so I'm gonna see if I'm looking through the chat. I'm gonna see if you answered my question. But shalom to you. As I've said before, are you celebrating the Feast of Unleavened Bread right now? Let us know. Let us know. Because the thing is, I don't want to assume anything about you. I don't want you to do that to me. Because when I assume, I make an ass out of you and me. ASSUME. And I don't want to do that. So I'm just coming at you with respect, because I don't know who you are, and you don't know who I am. So I'm asking out of just being cool. I'm just being cool with you. So are you celebrating the Feast of Unleavened Bread as it is commanded by Yah. Shalom, shalom, Judean roots. That's my brother right there. Shalom, shalom to you. Shalom, Mishpachah. Blessed be the feast of unleavened bread. All praises to Yahuwah. Yes, I hope that you had a Tov, Passover. My wife and I, we celebrated Passover live. We celebrated Passover on April 12th, the evening of April 12th, twilight of April 12th. And we had a great time celebrating Pesach with the family. That's right. Okay, let's go back to the verse that I highlighted. It says, Exodus 12:39. Exodus 12:39. And they baked unleavened cakes of the dough which they brought forth out of Egypt, for it was not leavened. Let me go ahead and share something with you, family. Let me go ahead and open up another article. Let me share my screen. Tonight I'm revealing things that is not commonly known about Feast of Unleavened Bread. Let me share this article with you. All right. Why 18 minutes for matzah? This is from Chabad.org. For when do we count and why we count at all? I read that matzahs for Passover need to be baked within 18 minutes time frame. Have you ever heard that before, family? Have you ever heard this statement before? Let me know if you've ever heard this. Have you ever heard that unleavened bread must be baked within 18 minutes? Hebrew highlighter. Why is that? Who came up with that magic number? And when do the 18 minutes start? Reply. On Passover, there is both a mitzvah to eat matzah and a prohibition against eating any chametz. A mitzvah or mitzvah is a command, it's a charge, family. And a prohibition against eating any chametz, which is leavened food. We are not commanded to eat chametz during Feast of Unleavened Bread. Kosher for Passover matzah is made of flour and water that has not fermented or risen. Hebrew highlighter. We're taking the time. We're doing our diligence. If the dough does rise or ferment, it becomes chametz. And not only don't you fulfill the mikvah of eating matzah, you actually transgress the prohibition of eating chametz. As the somewhat ironic but true saying goes, the closest thing to chametz is matzah. Although one usually adds yeast to help the dough rise, it is possible for it to rise even without adding anything to it. Did you know that, family? Did you know this? Hebrew highlighter. So it is possible for the unleavened bread to rise even without adding anything to it. And this is speaking about the dough, the water, and the flour. The dough itself, that includes the flour and the water. It is possible for it to rise even without adding anything to it. We're making it simple. We're making it plain. We're making it plain like unleavened bread, like matzah. And that's plain. Tell me about it, family. We talking plain. Let me show you. We're talking plain, family. This is pretty plain. And we make our own as well, family. We show the family how to make your own unleavened bread. All right, all right. Let me go ahead and continue. I will address the chat here in a moment, but I'm working right now. I'm working, Ak. I'm working. Yeast is essentially a type of fungus, and depending on the environment, there is naturally occurring airborne yeast that is especially attracted to the dough when it is warm. This brings us to the baking of matzahs for Passover. Not only is it prohibited to use yeast, Hebrew highlighter, no yeast, family. We can't eat anything with yeast during these 7 days. During the time of Feast of Unleavened Bread, no yeast, no leaven. Get that leaven out of here. Get that yeast out of here. Not only is it prohibited to use yeast, it is also prohibited to let the dough rise on its own, Hebrew highlighter, even just a minute amount, due to the yeast in the atmosphere. So how long does it take for the dough to start rising or fermenting on its own? Let's get it. Time to rise. Now, family, I'm going to say a cuss word. It's the T word. Just bear with me, okay? Chew the meat, spit the bones. Chew the unleavened bread and don't eat the unleavened bread. See what I did there? The sages of the Talmud. Yes, the T word. I didn't cuss. For some Israelites, that's a cuss word, but just bear with your brother, please. The sages of the Talmud explain that under regular conditions, dough that is left alone can begin to rise after the amount of time it takes to walk the distance of it says MIL, not sure, a mil, a Talmudic era measurement. Okay, makes sense. There is a debate whether this measurement of time is 18, 22.5, or 24 minutes. So it's been debated, family. Not in the same way that there are master debaters within the Christian community. Practically speaking, especially when dealing with something as serious as chametz on Passover, we generally follow the stricter opinion. 18 minutes. So they take the under. Instead of going with the over, which is 24 minutes, they go with the under. 18 minutes. See exception below. According to halakha, halakha is how you walk it out. How you carry out a law. According to halakha, as long as the dough is actively being worked on, it does not rise. Hebrew highlighter. This is according to halakha, not the scriptures, but halakha. Thus, as an initial preference, it is forbidden to leave the dough dormant for even 1 moment without working it. Dough can also become chametz in less than 18 minutes when it is warm. When it is warmed, even as a result of the netting, rolling, etc., or by being placed somewhere hot. Did you know that? Oh, we learned today, family. What is done? Taking these factors into consideration, today all matzahs are baked within 18 minutes. So simply advertising that matzah was made in 18 minutes without any further elucidation isn't really saying much. However, not all 18 minutes are created equally. Let's see how far we're going to go. Let me scroll down a little bit. Let me go ahead and go full screen. If you like this information, family, like the video, thumb up the video. comment, all the good stuff. Now, let's see, how far do we want to go? It's actually a little bit left. It's a little bit left. So we'll continue. Yes, let me go ahead and speed through it. Before I do, let me check the chat. See how we doing. Let's see if anybody answered any of my questions. I had some questions. No, I had one question to multiple people. Well, I don't know if they're Christians or not. I don't know what their faith is. They say Jesus Christ. So if I do the math, I think they're talking about they're Christians. They're not representing it. I don't see Christian behavior from these individuals. But let me go ahead and see if they redeem themselves. I'm checking the chat, family. You're used to my goofy face. My goofy expression is like, what is Jaden doing? I'm reading the chat. All right. I like that we're active. And shout out to everybody who is keeping the Feast of Unleavened Bread. Israelite, non-Israelite. Shout out to you for keeping the Feast of Unleavened Bread. All praises to our great King. Okay, he said no. He did. He answered the question. Okay. Thank you for answering the question. So I asked Squeaky Clean whether feast keeping the Feast of Unleavened Bread, as we are commanded to by Yah. Guess what? If you're an Israelite, you are commanded to keep the Feast of Unleavened Bread. If you are a non-Israelite, you are commanded to keep the Feast of Unleavened Bread. Either way you slice it, you got to keep the Feast of Unleavened Bread. Chag Hamatzot. All right. Thank you for answering that question. You did a whole lot of running from it, but thank you. Okay, so let's see. I'm going through the chat right now. Brother, the Curious is going in. Woo! You got some blood on your sword, Doc. It's leaking. It's leaking their blood. That's their blood on your sword. Cut after cut. Slicing and dicing. Dexter Young, we celebrate Feast of Unleavened Bread because we are commanded to keep the Feast of Unleavened Bread. And we prefer to say Yehudim, the Yehudim. For the Yehudim, it's quote unquote Jews in English, but the Hebrew alphabet does not have the letter J. So we prefer to say Yehudim, which translates as Jews. Hopefully that answers your question. All right. Okay, he said the same thing again. Shalom, shalom, Ima, Bithia, shalom. That's our mother right there. Ima means mother in Hebrew. Shalom, shalom. All right. All right. So Dexter Young, you said Deuteronomy 28 chapter equals translated slave trade. So I don't understand the problem that you're having. I don't understand the problem that you're having with me. That's what I've been saying. I agree with you. We agree. Are we disagreeing over the fact that it says in the scriptures that we are commanded to keep the Feast of Unleavened Bread? And by the way, that's not just for the Israelites, that's for the non-Israelite. That is for the homeborn and the stranger, as we just read. I don't know exactly when you came into this live stream, but we've already covered that in Exodus 12. You may have to play it back. Yes, 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 the Curious Eason. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I showed it earlier in the beginning, but I'll go ahead and I'll show again after I read the article. I'll go ahead and show you again. But what you can do is go to playlists. And when you go to my playlist, click on the playlist that says Feast Days and Celebrations. Go to Feast Days and Celebrations and just find where it says Feast of Unleavened Bread for what you're looking for. Let me go ahead and put that in the chat as well. And I'll break it down. Yeah, check out my playlist. I'm typing right now. Check out my playlist and click on the playlist, Feast Days and Celebrations, and you'll find it. More means teacher. More means teacher. All right. Matthew 5:19. I wonder why Squeaky Clean is quoting Matthew 5:19. You just cut yourself, respectfully. It's the Feast of Unleavened Bread, so I try to be humble all the time, but especially during this time, I try to be humble because this is a time of humility, family. This is a blessed time. All right. Just looking at the chat, family. Yeah, Squeaky Clean, you're misrepresenting my views. There's no need for deceit here. You don't have to resort to deceit or lying. Lying is one of the things that the Most High hates in Proverbs 6:16 through 19. Most High hates a lying tongue. So hopefully you're not lying. There's no need to lie. You ain't got to lie to kick it. All right, so let's go ahead and get back to the article. We got a little bit left. In most US-based homemade matzah bakeries, the 18 minutes are counted from when the water is first poured into the flour to create the first batch of dough at the start of the matzah baking process. The entire process from when the flour and water are mixed and the dough is netted, rolled, perforated, and fully baked actually takes about 5 to 8 minutes, depending on the methods. Thus, there are multiple batches of dough made in each 18-minute segment. Keep your highlighter. After each 18-minute segment, everything, including the bowls, tables, and rolling pins, are thoroughly cleansed for any residual dough, and only then is the process restarted. Otherwise, this residual dough, which was not worked on, can become chametz. Wow. In other words, you got to get rid of the residue, whatever's left over, because it becomes chametz. Many other matzah bakeries taken into account the fact that dough that is actively being worked on does not technically become chametz. Start the 18-minute clock only after the dough is kneaded and brought to the table to be rolled, gaining a few valuable minutes to make more matzah. However, these bakeries usually make sure that the entire process, from the mixing of the flour and water, is still done within 22.5 or 24-minute time frame, in line with the other Talmudic opinions. They then pause, clean everything, and restart the process. This, incidentally, is an advantage to having a simpler method of matzah production, where everything can be thoroughly cleaned every 18 minutes. A huge machine with many parts can be more challenging to clean thoroughly, enough to ensure there is no speck of dough is left anywhere. Matzah is almost chametz, both worlds apart. But worlds apart. Indeed, the closest thing to chametz is matzah. Hebrew highlighter. When we look at the Hebrew words, chametz, and matzah, the spellings are very similar. You see that, family? Chametz is spelled chet, mem, tzadeh, tzadeh. Matzah is spelled mem, tzadeh, hey. Y'all catch that? Hebrew highlighter. Let me take a moment so you guys can see that, and you guys can see the similarities. It's similar. The spellings are very similar. The only difference is the letter chet and hey right here. Chet and hey. Chet with chametz and matzah at the end. Chametz is the first word, the first letter. Chametz. In chametz, the word chametz. Chametz, the first letter is chet. Bam. Right there. However, in the word matzah, 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 the last letter is similar to chet, but it's not. It's a hey right here. Matzah and chametz are similar. Just scramble the words around like Soul Train. The only difference is the letters chet and hey, which look almost identical, except the letter hey has a small opening on the top left side. Right here, the letter hey has a small opening on the top left side. Where chet, there's no gap. There's two vertical lines and one horizontal line. I'm not going to say that. Go ahead and jump out the window and pronounce that. Show me how to pronounce that, family. It explains that there is a thin line between chametz, dough that has fermented and risen, symbolizing one's sense of self and inflated ego. What does chametz represent, family? It represents dough that has fermented and risen, symbolizing one's sense of self and inflated ego. Chametz represents ego, pride. And matzah, dough that does not rise, representing humility. Hebrew highlighter. All praises. The opening in the hay represents openness to receive, to be guided by others in bettering yourself. The opening in the hay, let me show you that opening, family, right here. The opening of the hay. Our language is deep. It's so deep. The opening of the hay represents openness to receive, to be guided by others in bettering yourself. Visually, one can imagine that little opening at the top of the hay as a way to climb out of the mess you're stuck in. On Passover, we are extremely careful about chametz, making sure that we do not become egocentric or too self-important. Highlighter, which can lead us to all sorts of negative places. Luckily, if we are in an ego-induced mess, all we need to do is make an opening. Let out the hot air and enjoy our tasty matzah. And that concludes this article. All praises. Let's see what the chat is looking like. Hopefully we're staying humble. Hopefully we're removing the leaven out of our bodies. We, during this time of Chag Hamatzot, the Feast of Unleavened Bread, we are physically removing the leaven out of our houses, and we are removing the leaven that is out of our houses. How do we do that? Humility. Let's remove leaven out of our bodies. Let's remove leaven, aka pride, ego, arrogance. Let's remove the leaven from our bodies. Our bodies, our temples, our houses. It's a time to be humble. All praises. All glory. Yeah, Dexter, Jesus Christ, we've already covered that. Jesus Christ is an egregore. The real Messiah is Yahusha HaMashiach. Jesus Christ, I did several videos on Jesus Christ. 5 reasons why I don't say Jesus. I did that video. I also did another video, Yahusha versus Jesus. And I did another video. Jesus is an egregore. And I say that out of humility. I say that with a mind that is unleavened, not out of arrogance. I'm not stunting. I'm just keeping it real. So I got to ask you, Dexter Young, are you a Christian? Are you an Israelite? Or what's your faith? Please share that with us. That's right. That's right, Ema. I did that video too. 12TJC. Christianity is a heck of a drug. It's called, what's the video called? That's the title that's on the thumbnail. The thumbnail says Christianity is a heck of a drug, but the title of the video is Christianity lied to us. Christianity lied to us. I used to lie to the people. I used to be a Christian licensed minister. I used to do a lot of lying, family. Yeah, Christ is an egregore. I already answered that. squeaky clean. I already answered that. Okay. I got you to carry season. Let me go ahead. Let me go ahead and bring that up right now. Deuteronomy 16:3. I got you, King. Deuteronomy 16:3. Context: the feasts of Passover, of weeks, and of booths. I'm showing this because as Israelites, let's stay away from cherry picking, proof texting. Let's read in context. So it says, we'll start with verse 1. Observe the month of Aviv, which is the first month of the Hebrew calendar. Not no January. January is pagan. And keep the Passover unto Yahuwah thy Elohim. For in the month of Aviv, Yahuwah thy Elohim brought thee forth out of Mitzrayim by night. Thou shalt therefore sacrifice the Passover unto Yahuwah thy Elohim of the flock and the herd in the place which Yahuwah shall choose to place his name there. Verse 3. Thou shalt eat no leavened bread with it. Hebrew highlighter. 7 days shalt thou eat unleavened bread therewith. Highlighter. Even the bread of affliction, for thou camest forth out of the land of Egypt in haste, that thou mayest remember the day when thou camest forth out of the land of Egypt all the days of thy life. Wow. Thank you. All praises. All praises to Yah. Hopefully y'all heard that. that was my knockoff shofar. That's right. We eat unleavened bread, the bread of affliction. For we, our ancestors, came forth out of the land of Egypt in haste, that thou remember the day when thou camest forth out of the land of Egypt all the days of thy life. So we eat unleavened bread in remembrance. We eat unleavened bread in remembrance. For when Yah brought our ancestors out of bondage, out of Mitzrayim, out of Egypt. It is a time that represents humility. Feast of Unleavened Bread is a time that represents salvation. Feast of Unleavened Bread is a time to remember to be thankful. Thank you. Thank you for sharing that. All praises. Shalom, shalom, Yaakov. What's good, fam? Oh, you started a chat war? Hey, I'm used to it. I'm used to it. There's always trolls that come in. It's actually an opportunity to show the fruit of the Spirit. It's an opportunity to show trolls and to show those who are interested about the Torah, those who are interested about the kingdom of Yah. We use it as an opportunity to show how to display the fruit of the Spirit, even when people hate you, even when they lie on you, even when they persecute you, even when they speak falsely against you. It's an opportunity. It depends, 12T. It depends because this is Chag Hamatzot, which is the Feast of Unleavened Bread. So if he's coming with that weird energy, I'm not going to allow anybody on the chat tonight. Tonight is different. This is a feast day. These are feast days. This is a time of Yahuwah's feast, not man's feast, but Yah's feast. This is an appointed time. So I like to have fun. I like to joke, but I'm reminding myself to stay humble, to keep my mind unleavened, keep my heart unleavened. And I hope that we all do the same, family. Let's have a unleavened mindset. So if he's coming, if he wants to get on the chat, if he wants to get on the panel, I'll open it up here momentarily. But if anybody starts acting weird, I'm gonna have to cut you off. Woo! That's a cut. When I mean cut, like you're just bringing out facts. You're bringing out the truth. I'm not saying that in a way where you're physically attacking nobody, but no, the Darius Houston just brought out facts right here. I'll put that on screen. Shalom, shalom. That's right, shalom to you, Yaakov. Chag Sameach. Happy feast to you. Chag Sameach. Chag Sameach. Chag Sameach. Say that 5 times fast. Shalom, shalom, Marika. Shalom, shalom to Marika. Shalom to you. Happy feast of unleavened bread. All praises. Happy feast of unleavened bread. Oh, we representing. And Dexter, did you answer my question? No, I'm just curious. So are you an Israelite? Are you, like, what's your faith? An Israelite, by the way? Israelite, yes, it involves faith. It involves the culture that Yah gave us, which is Torah. Torah is culture, family. It's the law, but it's deeper than just laws, like a bunch of rules. It's not just a bunch of rules, family. It's teaching. Torah is teaching. It's instructions. And from a secret vantage point, a secret view, it is light. And it says in the scripture, the law is good. The law is holy. All praises. So I find it curious that you want me to take an airplane ride to Galatians 3:5. I don't want to get airplane sick, seasick. Let's stay from the foundation, which is the Torah. Yahusha, HaMashiach, the real Messiah, kept the Torah. He kept the law. Heaven and earth has not passed away. Therefore, not one jot or one tittle has been removed from the Torah. Therefore, we must keep the Torah today. We must be like Christ and keep the law. All praises. No, I'm not going to take an airplane ride. There's no need for the airplane. Taking flights everywhere. We're going from here to here to here. No, we working with the Torah, the foundation. All praises. I don't want this to turn into a debate. I'm not in the spirit to debate tonight. I'm not in the spirit to speak about Paul's letters. Notice that I said letters. That's the key word, letters. I'm not going to address Paul's letters tonight, but let's keep in mind, they're epistles, they're letters. And we got to keep in mind that the law has already been established before Paul's letters. So I'm not going to get into that. I could I don't want to, because this is the feast days. This is the time of Chag Hamatzot. No, it doesn't. It doesn't have me quiet. No, we need to stay focused and we need to stay humble. See, Dexter, it sounds like I get the impression that you came here to debate tonight. And I just want to share with you and with everybody. This is the appointed time. This is the appointed time of Yah. We are commanded. We are commanded to keep Yah's appointed times. This is a time to be humble. This is a time to reflect on our ancestors being being saved from slavery. It is a beautiful time to reflect on our ancestors being saved from bondage. All right. So, what I like to share, another gem, family. It says it takes approximately 18 minutes for the dough to rise. And I like to go ahead and show this scripture one more time and bring out this interesting thought. It's just a thought. It's food for thought. Unleavened food for thought. It says in verse 39, Exodus 12:39. Check this out, fam. And they baked unleavened cakes of the dough, which they brought forth out of Egypt, for it was not leavened, because they were thrust out of Egypt and could not tarry. Neither had they prepared for themselves any victual. Now, family, we learned that it takes approximately 18 minutes for unleavened bread, which is matzah, to become leaven, to become chametz. Only 18 minutes approximately. And that is the dough. The dough. The dough can be fermented. It can become fermented. It can become leaven on its own. Dough can become fermented or leavened on its own. So when I look at Exodus 12:39, I wonder, when our ancestors left Egypt, how did the dough, how did it stay unleavened? And this is a question I'm asking, family. How did the dough of the unleavened bread, the dough, which is the water and the flour, how did the dough stay leavened? When we just learned that it only takes approximately, give or take, 18 minutes for the dough to become fermented or leavened. How did the dough stay unleavened? How, family? I got to give credit to this question. A man who I watch all the time. I actually watch him every Shabbat, to be honest with you. I watch him every Shabbat. I enjoy listening to Nasik Zurishadai ben Yehuda. Nasik Zurishadai ben Yehuda. He is a legend in our community. He's been doing this for a long time, family. He's been in the awakening for a long time. He is an elder. He is well respected, and I like the way how he studies the scriptures. He likes to bring out gems with the Hebrew language. Also, he likes to give fascinating commentary, and he likes to ask questions. And that's important, family. When we read the scripture, we have to ask questions. And I say that respectfully. And he brought this to our attention. How did the dough stay unleavened? When we know it only takes about 18 minutes for the dough to be leavened on its own. There's a possibility. According to Nasik Zurishadai ben Yehuda, this was a miracle. I repeat, the dough of the unleavened bread, for it to stay unleavened when our ancestors left Egypt, this was a miracle. It was a miracle that the unleavened bread stayed unleavened. It was a miracle that the dough stayed unleavened. Are you familiar with that, fam? Let me know what you think. And I got to give Nasik Zurishadai ben Yehuda his flowers. That blew my mind when I first heard that. But I'm curious to hear what you think, family. How did the unleavened bread that our ancestors took when they took the dough of the flour and the water, when they left Egypt, how did the dough stay unleavened? How did it stay matzah instead of becoming chametz? It only takes 18 minutes approximately to become chametz. Look at the chat. Yeah, Imabithia. The chat, there's some leaven in the chat tonight. There is some chametz in the chat tonight. And it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate that there is chametz. Chametz means leaven. There is leavened bread in the chat. And during this time, we are not to have leaven. Not in our homes, not in our bodies. This is a time to remove leaven. It's a time to get that leaven out of here. That leaven that I'm speaking about also is pride, arrogance. Yeah, you have people in the chat that want to fight. They want to debate. That's right. I'm highlighting that. That's right, 12 CJC. Even though you're rude, we still gonna pray for you. All right. Well said. Like I said, Dexter, I don't know who Jesus Christ is. I've already covered that multiple times. Let's see. Hopefully I didn't miss nobody. Get into the live chat. All right. All right. Now I'm going to share my next gem, and then I'll go ahead and open up the panel. I'd like to remind everybody that Feast of Unleavened Bread is a time of remembrance, reflection, and spiritual renewal. Many see unleavened bread as just a dietary restriction, but today we are going to go deeper into the meaning behind matzah. Check it. What if the matzah we eat represents more than bread? What if the matzah we eat represents more than bread? What if it also speaks of our desire to be found favorable in Yah's sight? Let me read that again. What if it also speaks to our desire to be found favorable in Yahuwah's sight? Let me show you what I mean. Defining the two words. The first word that we're going to define on screen is matzah. Matzah. Let me go ahead and show you, family. Let me go ahead and share my screen again. Right here, matzot, which is plural. Matzah, which is singular. Matzah, matzah, matzah. All right. Matzah is a feminine noun. Matzah, unleavened bread or cakes. Strong's definition, in the sense of greedily devouring for sweetness, properly, sweetness, concretely, sweets, i.e., not soured or bittered with yeast. Specifically, an unfermented cake or loaf. The festival of Passover, because no leaven was then used. Unleavened bread, cake without leaven, unleavened bread. It comes from the root word matzah. Remember, most Hebrew words come from verbs because Hebrew is all about that action. Matzah, which is a feminine noun. What's amazing about Hebrew, many a times feminine nouns are abstract. Many times. The word right here, matzah, is a feminine noun, and it comes from the root word matzatz. To drain out. To drain out. Drain out. Brown, Driver, Briggs, Lexicon. Matzah, follow me. Matzah symbolizes purity, humility, sincerity, urgency. Exodus 12:8 and Exodus 12:39. Check this out. Matzah, the word that you see right here, matzah, which means unleavened, unleavened bread. It is often eaten in the context of sacrifice, covenants, or deliverance. Second word that I want to show you, family. Check this out. Follow me. Word fine right here. Matzah. 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 It sounds the same. It even kind of looks the same. The word matzah right here. This word, matzah, matzah, matzah. It means to find, attain to find. Strong's definition, to come forth to, appear, to exist, or exist. Let's get right to it. To find or acquire, figuratively to occur, meet or be present. be able, befall, being, catch, certainly, cause to, come, get hold, upon, have, here, be here. Let's go ahead and skip down to the Brown Drivers Briggs. It means to attain to, find. The word matzah is a verb. Matzah, matzah, matzah. It means to find, to attain to. Let me scroll slowly. I don't want to hurt your eyes, family. It hurts mine when I scroll down fast. Matzah means to find. This verb right here, this verb means to find. Notice the first letter, mem. Notice the second letter, sadeh. The last letter is aleph. Now, let's go back to the word that we covered just recently. Matzah. Matzah. Sounds like I'm saying the same word, but they're different words. Check it. Matzah. This word right here means unleavened bread. It has the same first letter, which is mem. It has the second same letter, sadeh. However, the last letter, the third letter, is different. Instead of being an aleph, it is a hey. Matzah, unleavened bread, is similar to the word matzah, which means to find. Follow me, family. This is all going to make sense. Check it. Both words, matzah, which is the unleavened bread, right here, mem, sadeh, hey, and the second word, matzah, which is to find, right here. To find, this means find, to attain to. Both words have the same first two letters. The first letter is the same, the second letter is the same. Both words share mem as the first letter. Both words share sadeh as the second letter. The only difference is the last letter, the third letter. Aleph is right here. Aleph is for the verb matzah, which means to find, to attain. However, the last letter for unleavened bread is hey, which means unleavened bread. They are phonetically similar. They are etymologically similar. That's right. Remember what I said. I'm going to read it again. What if the matzah we eat represents more than bread? What if it also speaks of our desire? Sight. Sorry about that. I don't know what happened. It was a glitch. Sorry about the glitch, family. Let me go ahead and repeat that. Remember when I said, what if the matzah, which is the word that we see on screen right now, what if the matzah we eat represents more than bread? What if it also speaks of our desire to be found favorable in Yah's sight? Notice I said found. Let's go back to that word. Matzah, mem, sadeh, aleph, which means to find, to attain to. Now that we have both words defined, let's go deeper. Let's make the connection. Let's connect the dots. And I'm not talking about the freckles on my face. Let's get it. Genesis 6:8. Oh, we working, fam. Genesis 6:8. It says, but Noah found grace in the eyes of Yahusha. Let's open up the tools. It says, Way Noach matzah chen be'enei Yehovah. Remember that word matzah, which means found. He found, to find, to attain to. But Noah found grace in the eyes of Yahuwah. Family, you hear a lot of Christians say, you're saved by grace through faith. I remember saying that back in the day when I was a former Christian. Family, you have to find grace. We have to find grace with Yah. Noah found grace. He searched for grace. He attained grace. We must search. We must look. We must go and find grace. But Noah found grace in the eyes of Yahuwah. All right, now that we have a scripture, we're going to connect another scripture. Watch this. Notice, keep this in mind, the word matzah means to find. But remember, it's similar to the word for unleavened bread, which is matzah, mem, sadeh, aleph. The first two letters are the same, but the last letter is different. When it comes to unleavened bread, both letters, the first letter and the second letter, are the same, but the last letter is different. Notice he found grace. Found. He found. Now let's get to the next verse. And as I do that, let me speak on this. Eating matzah during this feast is not just tradition. It's not tradition. It's an act of wanting to be matzah, to be found, to be matzah, found by Yah as sincere, humble, and acceptable. Let me read that again. For those in the cheap seats, those that are sitting way back in the nosebleeds, even matzah during this feast is not tradition. It's an act of wanting to be matzah, to be found, to be matzah, to be mem, sadeh, aleph, found by Yah as sincere, humble, and acceptable. Now, let's connect those two Hebrew words. The first Hebrew word that we went over is matzah, which is unleavened bread. Mem, sadeh, hey. Right here. Here's the first Hebrew word that we went over together, family. Matzah, mem, sadeh, hey, which means unleavened bread. And the second Hebrew word that we went over is matzah, which means to find, to attain. Noah, matzah. Noah, mem, sadeh, aleph. Noah, he found grace from Yah. He found grace in the eyes of Yah. Noah found grace in the eyes of Yahuwah. Here's the second word, matzah, which means to find. They are phonetically connected, and they are etymologically connected. Now, let's go. Let's knock this out the park, family. Let's go for the grand slam. Gideon, Judges 6:17-21. Let's get it. Let's connect those two Hebrew words. Matzah, mem, sadeh, hey, which means unleavened bread. And the second Hebrew word, matzah, mem, sadeh, aleph, which means to find, to attain. Like how Noah attained, he found grace in the eyes of Yah. Judges 6:17 through 21. Hallelujah. And he said unto him, if now I have found grace in thy sight, then shew me a sign that thou talkest with me. Context, a malach, a messenger, an angel of Yahuwah, spoke to Gideon. I'll scroll up to the top for some context. I preached on this, by the way. Watch my video, Doubt is the Devil. Doubt is the devil, and I break down this portion, family. I break it down. Gideon is visited. He is visited by a messenger of Yah. Verse 17. Let me read that again. And he said unto him, if now I have found grace in thy sight, then shew me a sign that thou talkest with me. Depart not hence, I pray thee, until I come unto thee, and bring forth my present, and set it before thee. And he said, I will tarry until thou come again. And Gideon went in and made ready a kid. A kid, family, if you're wondering, is a young goat. So far removed. And Gideon went in, including myself. And Gideon went in and made ready a kid and 11 cakes. Did you guys catch that? Here's the clue. Found grace, found, and 11 cakes. And Gideon went in and made ready a kid and 11 cake of an ephah of flour. The flesh he put in a basket, and he put the broth in a pot, and brought it out unto him under the terebinth, and presented it. And the angel of Elohim said unto him, take the flesh and the 11 cakes, and lay them upon this rock, and pour out the broth. And he did so. Then the angel of Yahuwah put forth the end of the staff that was in his hand, and touched the flesh and the 11 cakes. And there rose up fire out of the rock, and consumed the flesh and the 11 cakes. Then the angel of Yahuwah departed out of his sight. Praise Yah. Now, notice in verse 17, Gideon says, if now I have found favor in your eyes, show me a sign. Do you know what that word found is in Hebrew, family? Let's check it out. Wayomer elau imna matzati chen be'enei. Right here. Matzati. Found. I found. I found. If I found. If now I found. Notice the word right here. Notice the root. Matzah. Mem. Tzadeh. Aleph. This word right here is the root word. Found. Right here, family. Matzah. It's the same root word. Matzah. To find. To attain to. That's right. Mem. Sadeh. Aleph. Now, with that established, let's jump down to verse 19. And Gideon went in and made ready a kid and 11 cakes. 11 cakes. Right here. Matzot. This is plural, but let's go to the singular right here. Mem, Sadeh, Hey, which means unleavened bread. Mem, Sadeh, Hey means unleavened bread. In this portion, in Judges 6, verses 17 through 21, the first Hebrew word that we went over, matzah, which is unleavened cakes in verse 19, is mentioned. And the second Hebrew word that we went over, matzah, is mentioned, which is right here, which means to find, to attain. Notice that the Most High accepted Gideon's offering. Gideon's offering was out of sincerity. It was out of humility. And his offering was out of hope and urgency. Matzah, unleavened bread. Remember, unleavened bread represents humility, urgency, hope, sincerity. And he found grace in the presence of Yahuwah through the angel. Notice it says, if now I have found grace, matzah, Gideon found grace. He found grace, matzah, mem, sadeh, aleph. He found grace for his offering that included unleavened bread, unleavened cakes, matzah. His offering was out of humility, sincerity, hope, urgency, and fear of the Most High. Gideon feared the Most High. Verse 21, fire comes from the rock and consumes the offering. Yah confirms favor and acceptance. Here's the point. Gideon literally offered matzah, unleavened bread, mem, sadeh, hey, and asked to be matzahd, found favorable, mem, sadeh, aleph, to find, to attain. And Yahuwah responded with fire. That's more than coincidence. That's more than a coincidence. That's more than a coincidence. That's divine favor. All praises, all glory, all kavod to our great King. And last secret that I like to share for those who still do not believe that the Hebrew word matzah, which is unleavened bread, mem, sadeh, hey, and the second Hebrew word that we went over, matzah, mem, sadeh, aleph, which means to found, to find, to attain. Let me show you this secret weapon of mine. This right here, family, is the etymological dictionary of biblical Hebrew, based on commentaries of Samson Raphael Hirsch, Mattiyahu Clark. All praises to Yah. Let me show you this gem. Let me show you this gem, family. And I encourage you, family, to get this book. Go ahead and copy this book. Israelites, we know what it is. We about our research. Let me show you this gem. Those two Hebrew words that we went over. Remember, matzah, mem sadeh hey, which means unleavened bread, and matzah, which means to find or obtain, is mem sadeh aleph. Let me show you, family. And I'm going to open the panel and see if anybody wants to come on. But let me go ahead and get to it. Let's go to mem sadeh aleph and mem sadeh hey. So let's see, which one do I want to share? Yeah, here we go. This is good. Check this out. Mem sadeh hey, which means find deliberately. Find deliberately. Bring out. To find, to attain. Remember, mem sadeh hey. Right here. Mem sadeh hey. To find. That word is etymologically connected to the word mem sadeh hey, which is unleavened bread. Let me show you again. Verse 19, bam, right here, unleavened cakes. Now, let me show you on screen. Hopefully you guys can see that. You guys see that right there? It says matzah, find deliberately. Deliberately, find deliberately, bring out. And notice right, sorry for the fuzziness. Let me go ahead and pull it out. Let me point to it and show you. This word right here, matzah. Matzah, mem sadeh aleph. All right? And notice that it is connected to the Hebrew word matzah, mem sadeh hey, which is unleavened bread. Let me show you. Let me show you. Right here. Right here. Mem sadeh hey, which is unleavened bread. But remember, unleavened bread, it comes from this root word, or it's connected to this word. And remember, it's connected to mem sadeh hey. And remember, mem sadeh hey, remember that it means to drain, suck, to drain. Unleavened bread, we are to drain, we are to empty, we are to remove leaven, we are to remove pride, arrogancy, we are to remove evil, violence, anger, pride. I'll show you matzah right here, which is the same 3 letters for unleavened bread. I'm sharing this to show the etymological connection right here, family. It says matzah, mem sadeh hey, to suck, squeeze. You see that, family? And right here, let me get it right here. There you go, right there. Right there. Mem sadeh hey. Find. Notice the word up top Mem Sadeh Hey at the top, where it says to squeeze, to suck. It's similar to the word that I'm pointing to right now, matzah, which is Mem Sadeh Aleph, which means to find. I'm sharing that both Hebrew words, matzah, which means unleavened bread, Mem Sadeh Hey, and the second Hebrew word, matzah, which is Mem Sadeh Aleph, which means to find, to attain, they are etymologically connected and they are phonetically connected. In order to find grace, to matzah, to Mem Sadeh Aleph, in order to find grace in the eyes of Yah, we must drain out. We must squeeze out pride, which is unleavened bread. In order to find grace, Mem Sadeh Aleph, from Yah, we must remove, squeeze, drain out pride so that we can be unleavened. Matzah, Mem Sadeh Hey. All glory, all praises, all kavod to our great King. All right, family. So now I'm looking in the chat and see how we're doing. Shalom, shalom to Octeria Phillips. What's good, sis? It's great to see you. And I got to say, happy feast of unleavened bread. Shalom, shalom, brother Tim. What's good, King? That's my brother right there. Octeria, that's my sister right there. Shalom, shalom. I'd like to say to you both, happy feast of unleavened bread. See, I'm representing Feast of Unleavened Bread, which you can get at Kavod in the description. Shameless plug. All right, family, I'm checking the chat. And while I do that, I'm going to go ahead and share the link. Whoever would like to get on, feel free. I like to give credit to that lesson to Avdiel Ben Lewi. Avdiel Ben Lewi had brought that out. He brought out the connection that the word to find, which is Mem Sadeh Aleph, and the word matzah, which is unleavened bread, Mem Sadeh Hey, they are connected. And it was through Avdiel Ben Lewi that I got the influence to buy this book. He influenced me to buy this book right here, Etymological Dictionary of Biblical Hebrew. Shout out to Avdiel Ben Lewi, aka Zion Lex. All right, so let me go ahead and join the panel. If you'd like to get on the panel, you can get on, family. I like to hear how you're celebrating the Feast of Unleavened Bread. What are some of the things that you're eating? Just tell me, like, how does it feel? How does it feel right now? Or because it can be tough, especially for those who are just observing the feast for the first time. I know for me it was tough. When I first observed the Feast of Unleavened Bread, it wasn't easy. But let me tell you something. I was eating terrible. And my diet was terrible. I think we have a guest. Let me go ahead and get my headphones on. Yeah, we do have a guest. Shalom, shalom to 12TJC. What's good, King?
Shalom, shalom, King. What's good?
Great to see you, my brother.
Great to see you too, my brother. Salute.
Salute, salute. All right, so you know what? I gotta go back. I gotta scroll up some because I know We got some comments in here. It's good that
Oh, there
we
was.
was. Yeah, I know. I'm trying not to miss any of the ones that are relevant. I'm trying to read the ones that are relevant and skip past the ones that have leaven in them. See what I did there? The ones that have leaven in them, I'm getting past that because we're removing leaven during this week.
Yeah,
All
yeah,
right.
yeah. He is having fun with Squeaky Clean, but then he got me bored. So I had a long day today, so I'm done.
Yeah, because he's saying more of the same stuff, so it's kind of hard to have a conversation
Right,
with him
right. Yeah,
because yeah, he's so bitter. It's hard.
yeah. Just that's evil. I mean,
Yeah.
they don't clown on me, but it's clowning on you and then Sister Bithia. We were having our little dialect, and I brought out some scriptures and wanted to clarify. Yes, Gentiles can be saved, but grafted in through the Israelites. I put those scriptures out there, so just wanted
So
to
yeah,
clarify.
yeah, I'm glad you guys was going in for sure, for sure. I'm glad you guys was holding it down because I was distracted. I couldn't respond. So I
Right,
really
right.
appreciate the edification that you're bringing out.
Yeah, yeah. Sister Vidya put no JC, but that was why, because I wasn't saying that they couldn't be. I just wanted to bring the scripture out to prove what I was talking about, so that way he could read it himself. But yeah, they lazy readers, definitely lazy readers. I just don't understand the point of your warlike doctrine to push that stuff. That's they know this what this channel's about. We're trying to build here and learn, and not from them. Well, in a sense, we're here to listen to you bring out the word and not listen to them. But I guess it's good if you got some haters. Ain't nothing wrong with it. They need to come to my channel and hate. I want them to come over there instead of the bots that I get.
Yeah, it's a compliment. They may not mean it as a compliment, but that's the way how I take it because it lets me know that they're invested. They're invested in the things that we say as Israelites. We're getting under their skin. We're hitting somewhere. It's causing them to come on this platform and come on other platforms in our community. There's something there that's attracting them. And yeah, I definitely don't run from it. But I mean,
Right,
I'm not here to debate tonight. This is Chag Hamatzo. This is Feast of Unleavened Bread. This is a
right, right.
time that we remain humble and sincere and we reflect on the salvation that our creator gave our ancestors. So tonight was a
Hallelujah.
little different. Tonight was a little different. Like, normally I entertain the trolls, but I had a little fun in the beginning, but I wanted to have less of it tonight. I just really wanted to
Right.
bring out things about feasts of unleavened bread that many of us we don't even talk about. A lot of us are not even aware of. So I just wanted to bring out those articles and just kind of like show and tell tonight.
Well, thank you, because you do bring out other topics that I don't really think about. Because this is the first time that I've done this unleavened bread feast, and um, it's interesting because I'm still trying to learn all the feast days. I mean, I have them in my calendar. I've written them down in my calendar on my phone, but it's interesting. Like how you're talking about making the unleavened bread, and um, I thought that's interesting. I mean, I would like to learn how to make it. I hope y'all come out with a video or something.
Oh, we do, King. We do. We do.
Oh, you
Yeah, let me
do it?
let me go ahead. Yeah, yeah. Let me go
Yeah,
ahead and
plug
show
shameless
show that.
plug.
This, that's right. Yeah, yeah. But yeah, it's necessary because you did bring it up. So yeah, let me go ahead and get it. I'll show everybody how they can get to it as well. So let me go ahead and share the screen. Oh, you know what? I got to share it again. My bad. I took it off. I thought I was done with it. I thought I was done with my shameless plugs, but no, apparently not. So let me go ahead and pull it up.
And shalom, family. Shalom, all of y'all. Love you all.
Yes, yes. Yeah, I love you all. the Gentile and the Israelite.
Yep.
I love everybody
Yes,
here.
everybody.
All right, so let me go ahead and show the family how you can get to it. So right up here on the tabs, just go to playlists and go ahead and scroll down to where it says how-to videos. Do you see that 12T?
Yep, yep.
Where it says how-to? So
Yeah, yep.
you can see it right there in the thumbnail, Unleavened Bread. And
Yeah,
that's the
okay,
unleavened
okay.
bread that my wife and I we made. My wife and I we show the family step by step how to make your own unleavened bread. So the video is right here, how to make unleavened bread for Passover, quick and easy recipe for beginners, unleavened bread. I'll even show a little sneak peek while I'm at it.
Okay.
Oh, my bad, commercials. I respect it. In this video, Shalom fam. In this video, I'm going to show you how to make your own unleavened bread. So instead of going to the store and buying them nasty crackers, that's nasty, we get to make our own unleavened bread. It's empowering and fam, it tastes better. Let's go. With Passover and Feast of Unleavened Bread around the corner, it is a great idea to start making our own unleavened bread. All right, so that's a sneak peek on how to make unleavened bread. So yeah, there you go, 12C. Were you able to hear the video?
Thank you. Yeah, yeah, that's nice. Yeah, that's nice. Okay, I like it. I like it.
And the video is only like,
Uh-oh. Where'd you go? Not sure what you did. You have disappeared. Got some technical difficulties, guys. Give me a second so I can see if you guys see him, me, or who. I guess you guys see me. Well, hopefully he gets it fixed shortly. All praise to the Most High Yahweh. Well, just to give y'all, I was about to start praying in Hebrew. You got it.
yeah, wrong button. Clicks, I think I don't know what I hit, but I hit the wrong button on my mouse. So, but yeah, all
Okay.
praises to Yah. All praises to Yah
Yes,
that
yes,
I was able to get back on. But yes,
yes.
yeah, sorry, fam. Um, thank you for being patient. Let me say thank you for being patient.
Well, they had
Yeah,
me for a minute.
man. Yeah, that was totally on me.
Okay, because I was about to start praying in Hebrew.
Man, whoa, man.
I was about to give you some entertainment for a minute.
So, like, was I on? Was I on the whole time?
No, it was on me because I used my other phone to look.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, snap! I didn't mean to put you on the spot like that.
Yeah. Well, I was going to entertain. I was going to entertain until you come back.
Hey, with us live streamers, we have to improvise.
Well, I'm learning. I'm learning. I'm getting better with the streaming, so I'm understanding it a little bit more. Yeah, I'm understanding it little bit easier than before, and then even making these videos is easier from when I first started in January. So it's getting easier.
So they say practice, right? I mean, like, well, Allen Iverson said that. What, practice? What you mean, practice? Practice? Remember that back in the day? Allen Iverson
Yeah,
used to
yeah,
say,
yeah.
practice, practice. Yeah, just, hey, with practice, we get better. But even with all the practicing, we're still gonna make mistakes. And
Oh
like you
yeah,
just saw just
yeah,
now, I pressed the wrong button. I just grabbed the mouse. I just hit the wrong button. I don't know what
yeah.
happened, but
Live
I'm glad.
streaming for sure.
Yeah,
It's happened. It's happened to me. Live streaming. You know, yeah, it definitely happens.
yeah.
It
There's
definitely
blessings
happens.
in that. There's blessings in the
Yeah,
mistakes. Like to
yeah.
me, it's blessings in the lessons. Like mistakes are lessons. Like there's blessings in the
Right,
lessons. So it's how we recover and just keep
right,
going.
right, right. Yeah,
But
no,
yeah,
that's
real
good.
quick, I like to say, shalom, shalom to hands to the plow. Shalom, shalom to you. Happy feast of unleavened bread. Shalom to you. Yes, yes. So yeah, you're saying this is your first year, like going
Yes,
through the whole process.
yes, yes. First time. Yes, first time. Yeah, I never. I mean, I've always heard about it. I'm more in I'm more in eschatology. So that's why I have my channel. Why I do what I do. I study more that type of stuff and end times. And yes, I need the other information. You're one of the sources that give me other tidbits where I need to correct some things that I'm not doing that I need to be doing feast days. You know, because I've been in the truth this 5 6 years, yeah, 6 years, but living out of the country and not around our people who celebrate or you know part of what we do, the brews. Um, this is difficult. So, and then I don't know everything. You know what I mean? Like I'm more eschatology. There's somebody that's there. There's a brew that's more in other parts of scripture or other things. You know, we all have different insight. I believe. I don't believe one of us has all the knowledge, but I believe we all have different insight. And iron sharpens iron, and and that's why I study pretty hard with you and then a couple other teachers, just to build my knowledge base up so that way I'm sharper.
And I'm getting my knowledge, from my own research, but from teachers as well. Like I follow teachers, like as I mentioned earlier, Nasik Zarishadai Ben Yehuda. I listen to him every Shabbat. He's been doing this a long time. He's an elder in our community.
Not
He's
sure of him.
extremely knowledgeable, amazing teacher, and um, as they say, when you get up there in age, um, he still got it. He
Right,
still got
right,
it. Yes,
right,
yes. And that's a blessing that he's still like able to break down points and bring like different insights from the scripture that we read past all the time. Like, because like when you read it through the scripture, you're just going fast. There's so much information that is missed. But he likes to like investigate the scriptures and ask questions, and I just like his style of teaching, and also like that he
right.
gets into the Hebrew language. He taps into the Hebrew. So, like the secret that I shared earlier about the dough that the Israelites, our ancestors had, the dough
Yeah,
of the water mixed with the with the flour, the
yeah,
fact that it stayed unleavened, that is considered a miracle. And that was his insight. That's his. So I'm saying I like to give him the credit because he's the one who brought that out. I don't want to
right.
just say it and then steal the credit. But the fact that the dough stayed unleavened when our ancestors left Egypt, that is considered a miracle. If you want to look at it that way, it depends on how you
Yeah,
look. And that's how I like to go about it. I'm not here to tell anybody what you need to believe, or you don't have to agree with me, but that was an insight that he shared that I definitely read past. And also too, with referencing those two Hebrew words that I brought up, matzah meaning unleavened bread,
Right.
unleavened bread, matzah, mem sadeh hey, matzah, and the Hebrew word matzah, mem sadeh aleph, which means to find, they are etymologically and phonetically connected, and they're
Right.
spiritually connected. Scripturally, they're connected through Judges chapter 6, verses 17 through 21 with Gideon. Because Gideon, he found favor. He matzah, he found, he matzah, he
Mhm.
mem aleph. He found favor with the Creator. And also, he did so by offering matzah, matzah,
Right.
mem sadeh hey. It's two different words, but they're connected. So I just wanted to show that connection. And that was Zion Lex. He's the one who brought that to our attention. And also, this was a book recommendation of his right here. And I wanted to go ahead and share with the people um, that secret that he revealed to us. But I wanted to do it in a way, that with my style, with my, I put something on it. I put
Yeah.
I'm not gonna just steal his work, but I like
Right.
to learn from our teachers and put our sauce on there, put our hot sauce on there, put our flavoring on
Yeah.
there.
Yeah. Sure.
So,
Sure. Sure. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I mean, it's just
but
like
but but
rapping.
also but also give them the credit while doing it. So
Yeah.
even though now see Sharisa Dai revealed that secret that the dough stayed leavened, or no, the dough stayed unleavened, which is a miracle. Even though he shared that, and Zion Lex, aka Avdiel Ben Lewi, he shared that matzah, unleavened bread, and matzah to find to attain, they're connected. Like
Right.
that was his discovery. So both of their discoveries, I wanted to give them their flowers, but at the same time, put my own seasoning on it.
Yeah. 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 Like I said, it's like rapping or something. Yeah. Yeah. Doing your own flavor. Put your own flavor on there. Your own spin. I like it. Yeah. I like it.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
like a lot of rappers were like nobody likes to bite or copy, as we used to say back in the day. But
Right.
in a way, like everybody that raps, if,
Does.
if you're a lyricist, you're to some degree, you are mimicking Rakim to some degree. Like if
Right.
you're really tricky with the words, with the wordplay, to some degree, you're copying Rakim. But you're putting your own flavor to it. You're putting your own seasoning
Yeah.
to it
Right.
so
Right.
that it becomes original.
Yeah. Good analogy. Good analogy. Yeah. I like that. Yeah. True. I will agree with that.
And it
Yeah.
says in the
No.
scriptures, there's nothing new under the sun, as it says in
Right.
Ecclesiastes.
No. And what's special about your channel is like you give a lot of other insight with other other people that's in this space that study what you kind of study, so like I study history. um Kind of what was our brother that came on the show the other week? I forgot his name now.
Was it
Nope,
Yehuda
I think so, the one with the
from
channel.
from Hebrew Elevation Church?
No, not that one. The guy you had the interview with, I forgot.
Oh, Stephen Graham.
Yeah, Stephen Graham. Yeah, yeah,
Stephen
yeah. I
Graham.
mean, I've seen his picture, but yeah, didn't know who he was. But yeah, no, yeah, someone like him, like I study history. Like that's what I was telling you. I know without a doubt I can prove us all day long. It's everybody else. That's what I can't. I can't prove everybody else. You know, and then other people mixed with other nations and you know forced or whatever. But yeah, no, yeah. Thank you, brother. You
Oh,
are a big help for learning other avenues of other things that we should keep our mind on. You know what I mean? I appreciate that.
yeah, I appreciate that, King. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Steve, yeah, with Stephen Graham, it's amazing because like his work is so popular, but yet that like I think he's underappreciated in our community because he brought out journalism, and there's not
Right?
a lot of journalism done in our community, and that's why like I really wanted to have that interview with him. I actually spoke with him today, but
Did you? Yeah.
yeah, I speak with him offline. I
Right.
speak with him
Right. That's
um
good.
in person.
Yeah,
But
he's
yeah, man,
knowledgeable. He's
yeah,
definitely knowledgeable.
for sure. And he's
Yeah,
been doing this for a long time. You know, he's not new at this, and it's just cool. It's just cool to meet like-minded Israelites out there, because I mean, you got people that say they're in the truth, but you know, they full of leaven.
yeah. Shalom, shalom. Zoom, you already know. One love. We talked today. You already know,
One,
brother. Hopefully, you
one love,
checked my
Zoom play.
video out.
Shalom, shalom, Zoom play. What's good, King? Oh, you guys
Yeah,
spoke
we
earlier.
talked today on Instagram. Yeah, I sent him my new video that AI taking over. Need to check it out before the end of 2025. Yeah, a lot of people don't understand what I do either. But like I said, they will when the ship sinks. It'll be too late. Time is coming short, and our
Yes,
redemption
yes,
is near. Our redemption. Well, the troubles come first, but then our redemption is near.
yes, yes. And
But
I got
yeah,
a question for you. I got a question for you.
yeah.
So,
Go
like,
ahead.
this your first year observing Feast of Unleavened Bread. Like, what are some of the changes that you had to do with your diet?
Well,
And like, how's it feel?
normally
How you feeling? Like, are you feeling hurting, or are you feeling like
I
how you
I
physically
didn't
feeling?
fast. I did not fast this time. I was going to start to, and then I wasn't sure if it was 1 day, 7 days. I was confused, and then I figured out it's seven. The week, and then I was like, okay, no, I just pretty much just eat once a day. I'm mainly just chicken, and then I ate. I had to look up because I've been eating Roman just because I wanted to eat it. I had to make sure it had no leaven in it. So, so yeah.
Reading the
So
back
it
of the
meant,
instructions and stuff. Reading the
oh,
instructions, like,
yeah, I sure
yeah,
was. I sure did. Yeah, I had to make sure. I had to look it up. But yeah, no, I just kept it normal. I'm a plan to try. Well, during our feast times, I'm gonna try to eat. I'm gonna just try to eat. But I plan to fast more. I mean, because I've done it like 4 times this year. About 4 times. So I plan to do more, and just to. I like it because it gets you. I feel you get grow closer to Yah, as well as you get clarity in your mind. Making decisions. So even with my channel, it helped me make better decisions with what I'm doing as far as business wise and what I'm sharing and just better building the content as well. So because I make AI videos and people like that better than they like me making the other videos. So I'm like, okay, whatever floats your boat. you
hey,
know.
that's what they
Um,
like. That's what they want. They crave it. So you gotta give it to. You gotta
yeah,
give them more
yeah,
of what they want.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's where I'm at, man. My brother. Yeah, tomorrow. That I'm having. Well, it's either tomorrow or Thursday because it may change. But I'm gonna be talking about connecting what's happening to digital stuff to the mark.
Mm-hmm.
So not saying that that's it, but obviously observing. We're observing, so we're gonna tie it in, and I'm bringing some brews on the channel. So from Africa, hopefully you can come next week, maybe. Yeah, because it's going to be a 2-part. It's going to take a little bit. It's going to take a little bit, and I just believe that I have to let Yah use me for His purpose to show this stuff and explain it because people have no clue what's coming.
Wow. Wow. Yeah. Yeah. Like I said to you offline, man. Yeah, I got an appointment tomorrow. But man, yeah,
Yeah, we're gonna
that's
get
powerful.
straight, and
What
I'm gonna
time? What
use
time do
my
you
own.
go live? What time do you go live?
I think I'm gonna try to go at 2 Central Time, too, because I have to deal with people in Africa. So YouTubers in Africa. So I'm trying to that's what I'm trying to figure out. So it could happen tomorrow. It could happen Thursday. but yeah, I'm gonna just use my personal videos that I just made a couple yesterday and the day before, um, just showing what's happening and why and what, and then they're because it's called the People's Voice, and so like throughout the video they can ask questions, and we're actually gonna have more people on the panel, so that way you can get more questions answered, concerns, and that way we educate more, and then I'll have some other like-minded crews to help discuss, the end times with this technology.
Wow, wow. Also like to mention, yeah, Judean roots. I would say Ak, that yeah, I mean the English has J, but the Hebrew language does not have the letter J. There's no J in Hebrew. So yeah, the Torah is for Israel. But I like, for me though, the way how I see it, the law is actually for everybody. From my perspective, I've shared verses on that. Um, I know there's different viewpoints within our community, but I believe that the Torah is for everybody. As it says
Technically, yes.
in the Torah, says one law for the homeborn and the stranger. It says that several times throughout the Torah, the first 5 books, and there's other references throughout the Tanakh that speaks about the law being for everybody. The duty of man, what was that at? The duty of man, that's in Ecclesiastes. The duty of man is to keep the commandments. That is the duty of man. Something like that. I'm paraphrasing, but that's a scripture that I had brought out before. Oh,
I'll agree with you with that.
yeah. Let me go ahead.
I'll give you an example though. I'll give you an example. I
Oh,
can't
real
remember
quick,
oh,
real quick. Go ahead and answer Arteria Phillips' question. Do you see that there? Sister Arteria got a question for you.
it's
Yeah. Go ahead, type it
web
in, King.
it's at web 3 number 3 income hub all together, at web 3 income hub. And let's see if I can type it in your chat on this
You
other.
know what I can do is I can get it. I can, because I'm subscribed to you, so I'll put
Okay.
the link. Yeah, I'll put your
Okay.
link on there. Yeah, I'll do that.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, we'll just make it easier for everybody.
And just so you know, sister Acteria, my channel's exactly similar. I have stuff in English and Spanish. So yes, playlists are in English and Spanish. And just to give you a heads up, all my current videos are are sized correctly when I uploaded the other ones, because I just had a channel since January. They are cell phone sized, and I have to resize them. I'll be doing some in a couple days, because I will be using them for the next week's topic on um, tying in scripture with the tech, Satan and his devices and the mark. So just to give you a heads up.
Yes, yes. Sister Arteria, she been here since day one. She been supporting the ministry from the beginning.
Yeah, I
So we
don't have a
appreciate her.
lot of followers. I'm gonna tell you right now. If you check out the latest video, I even put, if you have eyes to see and ears to hear, in the latest video, if you have eyes to see and ears to hear, it ain't for everybody. Um, I'm just trying to alert people what's coming. Because when your paper money funny don't come over here talking what's up with your digital money, well, T, I'm be all right. Because
I heard that.
I'm diversified, and I'm not saying that. Yeah, I would just say be diversified. Land, gold, silver, earn assets. I earn assets 24/7. All my machines run. I don't work. I don't work 7 days a week, but my machines do. Just to give you a heads up. Hey, it's the truth. It's the truth. It's the and Sister Octeria, I'll tell you exactly just like this. Plugging in my cell phone. Let me tell you, I'm earning plugging in my cell phone, charging. Let's say the storage on my cell phone, using like 10 gigabytes of my cell phone. I'm getting paid for that. If you play a game, touch a button once every 24 hours, earning assets for that. But in these videos in that current video I just released, it will explain all that to you, why and what's happening, and the incoming changes, as well as um, I have a Patreon where I post all kind of news articles from the government to all the stuff you can't share on YouTube, to enlighten you on apps and tools to get you to earn passively. And as I told brother Jaden in the past, on this specific cell phone I'm talking to you on, I have over like 1,500 apps. Do you want that many? Probably not. I have probably now, since me and Jaden's talked when we had our interview, I can say literally I have 100 apps on my PC running currently, 24/7. So accumulating is the point. We're trying to accumulate before the switch. But yes, just trying to help our people, wake people up to um, accumulate before the crash, as they say. Because I'm, hey, thank you, brother. Thank you. We gonna make money whether if you over here, we gonna earn assets. Whether the crash comes, we gonna make money during the crash. That's the whole point of my channel. You gonna earn during during the crash, all that. So that's the purpose.
We
Okay,
gotta
let me see.
say, shalom, shalom to Zoom Play. Have a good night, fam. Have a
Shalom,
good
Zoom
evening.
play.
Yeah.
Yes, definitely. Zoom play, definitely. You definitely can come on for sure. Definitely.
Yeah, my brother's
But
signing
oh yeah,
off. He's 3 hours ahead of us. It's 11. Well, 3 hours
where
ahead of
where
me. 3 hours ahead of
where's
me.
he at?
He's in New York,
Oh wow.
so it's 11:07 where he's at.
Wow. Yeah, to answer that question that they were talking about, when you're talking about that everybody keeping the law, this is from the brother 12T now. This ain't from the book of Jaden, it's from the
Okay.
book of 12T.
Oh
So
snap.
I've read in some scripture. I can't tell you exactly what scripture now, but when the people get to the land, the actual people get to the land and the gates are open 24/7, and the Gentiles are there. They're gonna have to come up and do the same stuff that the Israelites are doing, or from what I understand, this is my understanding now, that if they don't follow what they do, they gonna be in trouble. They may not be there no more. They may get took out. So that's from what I remember reading in some scripture. I'm not sure where it's at exactly, but I know I've read it. So I was trying to second you, brother Jaden, on that. I'd have to look it up.
Yeah, yeah. Even with Revelations, I mean,
Mhm.
and there's other passages that there are different interpretations on.
Right.
So like in regards to Revelations, there's definitely different interpretations, and you don't hear me speak about Revelations a lot. I'll be honest with you. I try
Yeah.
to. I'll let other Hebrews bring it out and go ahead because I guess I don't want to go out of my way and make predictions and be wrong because I've seen a
Right. Right.
lot of preachers do that. They've
Right.
predicted Y2K was the end of the world in 2012. I don't know if you remember that, but there's a bunch of
Right.
predictions. When the end of the world is going to come. So I just don't want to get caught up in that. Um, Revelations, I do have a lot of questions for it.
Right. Right.
However, I do believe it's relevant, though. I don't think we should just ignore it. But it's so many different interpretations. It At times it can even sound ambiguous, and I said at times it can sound ambiguous. I'm not saying it is, but it's open to the interpretation. So that's why I try to stay away from it. I try to focus on, things that I can show and prove, and you hear me from time to time. I say, this is my opinion. This is from my book. It's from the book of James,
Right, right,
and it definitely could be wrong for sure. Or
right.
I like to give the credit to those who revealed a gem to me, because I don't want to just steal the gem and not give them the credit. I see a lot of Israelites doing that, and I think we should share the knowledge and give credit where it's due.
Yeah,
Because I
yeah.
wouldn't want Zeresh like, if he was to watch this and like for me to reveal this secret and not give him the knowledge, like to me that's disrespectful.
Right. So I'll tell you right now. I'm gonna like, for example, my videos I'm gonna share tomorrow are my personal videos, and then I'm gonna use Hebrew Nation. But I'm gonna shout him out before I use a piece of his video, because I loved his video to tie into what I'm talking about. And then because I was going to use some TikTok type videos, but then I was like, no, I'm gonna use the brother, and then shout him out. But I did tag him in my post. So yeah, yeah, for sure. So that way, if he does see it, I'm of course, before fair use, announce his channel name and all that. Salute the brother, because he did good work on what he did. So definitely gonna use his video tomorrow. But yeah, want to give the credit where it's due. Don't want to
That's
be
right.
stealing nobody's credit. And
Yeah,
yeah, I see what you're
sure.
saying. I see what you're saying, brother. I can tell you, for when I first start studying this stuff, I was years off. I was I was way ahead, and that's one good thing, with my life. Whether it's working, I always see the next step and try to be ahead. And it's kind of same thing with this, as studying. Because like I said, as soon as I start finding the truth out about us and learning, I start learning about them and learning about the subjects. And now I'm right on time.
Amen.
Hallelujah. I'm right on time. So there's not no there will not be no guesswork. Definitely there's no guesswork in what I'm gonna show. There will be proof. Am I gonna say that this is it or that is it? No, just for YouTube, but this is more than likely. You know, if there is anything close to a mark, this is it. And I've also tied it with the video that that I made yesterday. And I'll give you a little preview.
Before you do,
Machines.
before you do,
Oh,
before you do, King, let me go ahead and address
yeah,
Tim real
go ahead.
quick because he's been
Go ahead.
patient. Yeah,
Okay, go
yeah,
ahead.
brother Tim. We're used to the trolls, so yeah, because brother Tim said,
What do you
Jaden,
say?
you must be doing something right to have a instigator in the chat. Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. Thank you. Thank you. But yeah, brother Tim, we're used to the trolls. All praises to Yah for the trolls.
Hallelujah.
Yeah, it's a blessing. Like Matthew 5:11, we are blessed when they speak evil against us. They speak all kind of lies when they revile us. That
Man.
verse, Yahusha Hamashiach, the true Messiah, says that we are blessed when we are hated for His sake. Not just hated just in general, but hated for His sake. We are blessed. But yeah, yeah. Go ahead and you say you're a little spoiler alert. We got a spoiler
Yeah.
alert.
Yeah. So with even though I share these digital assets, or that you can earn them, they're not just for humans. They're for the machine. Machines can now in 2025 exchange with each other. That goes for example, AI to AI, computer to computer, self-driving car to self-driving car. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff in that video. Very short, 4 minutes. But yeah, I tell you what, it took me 8 hours to make that video.
8 hours to make 4 minutes.
Yeah, well, first,
Wow.
no, what happened is I tried it on, because I use NVIDIA, and I tried it. I mean, because I had to gather the information, get it properly in there, input it in there, And AI is aggravating because it works. I just wish they just bring it out because they got the technology. They just kind of slowly pushing it out. I just wish they bring it out so I can use it to my advantage. But um, so AI, this AI will work, but then it will mess up. So like I was trying to get it to say what I wanted to say. I finally got that. But then it made an 8-minute video. And then, because you got to align the sections. I want to align the sections a certain way so I can keep your attention and keep engaging. And, the music playlist, the music that you can't play on YouTube, those sounds, whatever sound, that to look that stuff up, add that. And it took a long time. I mean, because researching this information, make sure it's correct, double checking. Yeah, because I don't need nobody coming back like this is fake. No, this is legit because you can go look it up yourself. And yeah, I want all facts. And so, like, I think I was just putting too much information in it. So then I started over, and then it made it in 4 minutes. I was like, wow. And then I also add another gem. Another gem. You don't earn assets, whether it's physical or digital, land or something. So you better have something. UBI is coming. So, and I explain that universal basic income. And I also share layoffs that's been happening and the percentages of people who's going to get laid off this year, as well as going in the future. So yes,
Wow, you hear that, family? You hear that, family? Wow, it's time
yeah,
to prepare. It's time to diversify. It's time to tap in.
quickly.
Tap in.
quickly
For,
quickly
yeah.
like rapidly. Yeah, I mean it is time. Obviously tariffs are here.
Mm-hmm.
um things are about to go up. you know um Eventually I'll be leaving you guys because I'll be crossing borders. I'll be flying out of here. But yeah, you definitely need to prepare. United States is gonna, Babylon, the fall of Babylon, the rise of BRICS in China. And as you see, their digital money is tied to oil. Was oil, gold, wheat, and corn. So believe me, that stuff's going to go up. You might get some of that stuff too. You know, it's
Real
something.
quick, real quick
Go
note.
ahead.
Yeah, real quick question. I'm curious, brother Tim, how are you celebrating Feast of Unleavened Bread? Um, what are some of the things that hey, you do with your diet, or did you like are you all right? Are you not falling over? Like, I'm just curious how your experience is with Feast of Unleavened Bread, because as we shared earlier, like for me, like the first time that I did it, it was tough because I was eating terrible. So for me to make that change to eat no leaven, no yeast for 7 days, that was hard for me. I remember feeling weak, but you got to keep in mind, I was not doing fast or anything. I wasn't like used to doing fast, or I was eating a lot of sugar, a lot of salt, a
Ooh.
lot of fat, a lot of all the food ingredients, the main food ingredients: grease, salt, fat, and sugar. Those are the four main food groups in America. So that was my diet, and so it was really tough for me. It's actually I'm used to it now, and I say that out of honesty because like during the day, like I don't eat yeast or eat leaven during the day anyway. Like I eat a lot of fruit. I eat a lot of fruit. Like my diet is a lot of
Hallelujah.
fruit and vegetables. Um, so like for me, and I'm like used to it. Also nuts as well. I eat nuts, fruit, vegetables, but it's the nighttime that I had to prepare because like at dinner time is when I do eat. Um, it's when I eat food that has leaven in it, food that has yeast in it. So, but I prepared in advance. So it's important that we do that, family. Because if we do it last minute, then it can be tough because it's like you show up and then it's like there's no food in the house. The leaven's already out of the house, so it's like you're scrambling around, looking around for what to eat, and you're going to be doing a lot of this too. You're going to be reading the nutrition facts a lot. And even to this day, like I'm reading to see, like, is there any leaven? Is there any yeast? But it's only 7 days. We're like in day. What day are we in? Saturday night was the first day. Sunday, day 2. Monday night, day 3.
Saturday.
So Tuesday night. So yeah, we're in day 4. Day 4 just started, right? Because Saturday night was the first day, which is also the first day of Feast of Unleavened Bread. So yeah, Saturday night was day 1. Sunday night was day 2. Monday night was day 3, and Tuesday night is the beginning of day 4. So yeah, we're heading toward the middle. I think we're in
Yeah,
the middle.
brother,
We're like
brother
right in the
Tim.
middle.
Yeah, I'm with you, brother Tim. I'm still new as well. But yeah, he said he's eating a
Yeah.
tortilla. I like tortillas, steak and chicken. But yeah, I'm not eating that at the moment.
Yeah. Yeah. He says, yeah, Jade, I'm just catching up in the chat. I'm actually pretty new to honoring the feasts and am still studying it. I don't eat sugar or leaven most days, anyways. Tortillas, eggs, steak, chicken, veggies. Well, you're already on it. You're already on it. Um, because I remember, like I said, I had a hard time. The first year was the hardest.
How
But
many
yeah,
years have you done it?
2020 was the first year I observed it. Because I woke
Okay.
up in 2019. Like the springtime of 2019 is when I embraced it. But even the embracing part, it's a process because I embraced the awakening, like I acknowledge yourself as an Israelite
Right.
in 2019. But in regards to like keeping the feast, 2020, from my memory, was the first year I started observing the feast.
Right.
Because I
Right.
remember 2020, and this was during the jab era, 2020.
Woo.
So right, so yeah, I remember that. I remember 2020. I was keeping Chag Hamatzos for the first time, and it was just hard for me because I didn't prepare in advance, and I was doing it by myself too. It was like,
That's no
yeah, that's
fun.
the thing too. It's harder because it's like not being around other Israelites. It makes it difficult, and that's one of the reasons why I started this ministry is to connect with like minded people. I just want to connect with my family out there because like I'm
Yes.
like the
Yes.
only one, like physically I'm the only one in my town. Me and my wife are the only ones that I know, like in our area per se, that are like in the truth. So,
Right. Right.
so yeah, it's important that we connect. And but yeah, 2020 to answer your question was the first year, and it was tough.
Nice. Yeah. I mean, yeah. This even connecting with you, this helps. Stay focused. It's like my granny who's not here anymore. She always like stay focused, and then even talking with you on your platform. I mean, it helps a lot. You know, to stay grounded. 10 toes down. Definitely. And
Hallelujah.
yeah, brother, I just believe that I know you said you like other topics, but yeah, brother, and I understand you feel like other people get it wrong. Yeah, we don't want to get this wrong, brother. Time is slipping. Um, we're at the precipice of a reset, and money is going to change, whether we want it to or not. It is planned out. But
I gotta show Brother Tim this while you go in because
yeah,
he look because he says I add to that. To add to that, I've also been eating the matzos crackers during the week of 11 bread every year. Yeah, every year I actually buy these, Brother Tim. I like the branding, to be honest with you, and that's to let you know that not all Israelites think the same. You got Israelites, such as us, that about peace and love and unity. Yeah, yeah, for sure. Yeah, you already know, Brother Tim. The blue one, the one with no salt, it was sold out. So I had to get the one that was salted. But normally I eat the unsalted. And also, Brother Tim, I show the family how to make your own 11 bread. Like I make my own 11 bread, but it is time consuming. And because I'm always on the go, and like I don't really have any free time. Like I've had very little free time. Like I'm so booked up. I'm so busy. I'm always on the move. I ain't got time to sit there and make unleavened bread. And brother Tim, if you want to know how to make your own unleavened bread, my wife and I we show you how to do it. So let me go ahead and plug that video one more time, 12T.
Yeah, go ahead, brother.
Yeah,
Sure.
just one last time because like we're not limited to just buying the crackers at the stove. Like we can actually make our own, and I think it's a good segue
And we should
to do it
learn how to
because
make our own food.
yeah, right,
Get
right.
your animal, get your chickens, whatever.
And unleavened bread is really easy. It's actually you can't mess it up. It's hard to like you have to really intentionally try hard to mess it up. Like even if like somebody doesn't cook, a lot, like this is something everybody can learn for sure. It's the learning curve is really easy. That's really short. So yeah, let me go ahead and show. So yeah, right here, brother Tim. Just go to playlists, and in playlists, let me show you. Go to right here, how-to videos right here. Just click on this video right here, and we show you how to do it. Right there. How to make unleavened bread for Passover. Quick and easy recipe for beginners. Unleavened bread. So yeah, 12. See, I just wanted to show Brother Tim that
Yeah, for sure.
we can make our
Nothing
own.
wrong with that.
Yeah. Because
But
I do both. My wife and I, we do both. But yeah. I just like the brand, and I just they gotta they dry, but it's an acquired taste. You know, it's
can
all
you
about
add
the smell
jalapenos to
of it. Woo!
it?
I believe you can, right? I don't think jalapenos does it got leaven in it? Does it got
No.
yeast in it?
Or let's put the ghost pepper. Let's just get straight to the ghost pepper. Woo!
You talking about that real ghost pepper too? See, like the one that we got. You're saying that's not the real ghost pepper, though.
No, it probably is, but it probably is, but the real deal. Yeah, your mouth will be on fire. That's probably like watered down a little bit, maybe. I'm not saying it ain't the real deal though.
Yeah, my wife and I, our taste buds are they're off. Like it's got to be hot for us. Like that's like we go to the hot sauce store in Pier 39 in San Francisco, and
Oh
like
yeah.
we bought like one of the hot sauces around, like one of the hottest ones around, and yeah, it was hot. I don't remember what it was, like what it was called, but we killed the bottle. Still, we still killed the bottle.
Yeah,
You just
y'all love hot sauce.
because like yeah, you get used to it. If anything, like your stomach will take the effect more than your taste buds will.
Yeah, that's the truth. That's the truth. I have to take tablets to deaden that problem, yeah, acid problem. But yeah, no, my tongue. I love hot sauce, hot food for sure.
Oh man. Oh yeah. I had to calm it down. I am with you, my brother, for sure. Yeah, brother
Yeah,
Tim, right here is another shameless plug. I'll go ahead and play it again. Just for everybody.
Constipation wasn't just
But yeah, I'll just give him a little sneak peek. Let's play it again.
yeah, sure.
And this is where I messed up anyway. That's where I hit the wrong button and got off. All right. Shalom, fam. In this video, I'm going to show you how to make your own unleavened bread. So instead of going to the store and buying them nasty crackers, that's nasty, we get to make our own unleavened bread. It's empowering, and fam, it tastes better. Let's go. With Passover and Feast of Unleavened Bread around the corner, it is a great idea to start making our own unleavened bread. All right, family, here's everything that we need. All right, and also, Brother Tim, you can go to the description. Let's see, Yeah, here you go, right here in the description, right here. There are the instructions. So You can check out the instructions by just watching the video step by step. My wife and I, we show the family how to make it from beginning to end. And also you can check out the instructions right here. The option's yours. But yeah, that's it. That's it right there.
I'm just looking at these comments. Oh, the squeaky clean and oh, Dexter, they love you. They
They
infatuated with
love you
you,
too.
bro.
They
Yeah,
love you too, bro. They love you
yeah,
too, bro.
yeah. Hey, well, come to my channel and mess with me too. Yeah, or mess with them bots that post on my channel at least. Pick on the bots. Help me get rid of the bots on mine.
No, I do agree, brother Tim. They're not that bad. But hey, you gotta put some stank on it. You feel me? You feel me? You gotta put some stank on it. You gotta whatever you selling, whatever you pitching, you gotta put some. Even if you're over exaggerating a little bit, I might have been over exaggerating. Hey, I might have had some yeast in me that day. Who knows?
Mm.
I'm just playing, but no, these are not too bad. At first, it's like, what am I eating? But you get used to it. It's kind of like I remember when I used to do weightlifting, and it's like you don't eat the protein for the taste. Like you don't eat like protein bars and drink um, um, protein milkshakes because you like the taste. You do it for the protein.
Yeah, but I want the taste to be good.
I mean, it helps, right? I mean, it doesn't help. It helps the process. No,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
you're right. You're right. The crackers ain't that bad, but they ain't, they're
They
what
ain't
they are.
that good either.
Yeah, I mean, but if you want to make your own, it tastes better. It does taste better. The real, the one that you can make yourself. I mean, they're both real, but it just depends. But I mean, I like the variety. I like having them both, but I don't want to sit and just make unleavened bread all day on top of the stove. Like I'd rather have some to take on the go.
Well, can't you? I mean, you could get some mahi or tuna. I mean, not from the can, but actual fish. Cook it up and put it on the cracker. Eat it.
That's a good idea.
Or
That's an
bass
option.
or
Yeah,
rainbow trout.
somebody mentioned hot sauce earlier. I'm gonna go back in the chat. Somebody said something
Tim,
about spices. Was it brother Tim? Let me see. Um, backtracking.
what's he say? Oh no.
Okay, no, maybe I'm sure. Oh yeah, right here. Hot sauce is not ever actually hot when they say it is hot. I'm highlighting that. That's Hebrew highlighter worthy right there. Hebrew highlighter. Hot sauce is not ever actually hot when they say it is hot. I'm just saying. I love it when it's for real hot and just enjoy a few drops. Yeah, like what I was talking about, that hot sauce last year that my wife and I got from Pier 39. Yeah, it was like that. It was hot, but we had more than a few drops.
You get that foreign hot sauce. It tear you up. If you got a foreign grocery store, like imported store, I
Maybe
mean,
so,
probably.
but I never go in. I never go in that section.
Well, I'm not talking like Costco, Walmart. I mean, actual international
Oh,
store.
like a real. Oh, okay. Yeah. See, I wouldn't know about that. Yeah, because now I'm curious. Now I want to know what a real ghost pepper tastes like a real African ghost pepper.
Eat it, or get one of those chips. Get one of those chip challenges. Those, yeah, you see what they be doing. You'll find out.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
remember Shaq.
and
I
have your
remember.
wife record you.
Oh, maybe that might help this channel. Hey, I'm not saying it's impossible. That's in the realm of possibility.
You
And boy,
better put.
everybody see it. I'll turn red. Oh, everybody gonna see that. Oh boy, I
Yeah,
better have my A game.
yeah, you better be taking something preventative maintenance.
Have you ever had that before? One of them little hot.
No,
Um,
no, I've never ate one of those chips. No, I did I mean, I know it ain't that keen, like the Buffalo Wild Wings challenge. But it is. I mean, that's pretty hot. Eat the wings. What 12 wings and was it 5 minutes with no water?
No water though.
No water. Yeah, that. I mean, yeah, I was sick the next day. I did it, but I was
Oh.
sick. Yeah, yeah, I was like,
See, and that's the thing. I'm not crazy, so like I don't want to just eat something that's hot just to prove that I can take it. Like I
right,
agree
right.
with brother Tim. He says the key to a good sauce is to have flavor with the hot. That's the key
Yeah,
to some good sauce. I like the
yeah.
sauce that brings a tear. Yeah, yeah.
Well,
It has to have a combination of both. It can't just be
I
hot.
agree. Right. It has to have, yeah, that's what I'd say, the flavor. Yeah, I like stuff that's hot, but that tastes good.
Yeah,
It
because
has
it
to
just
have,
becomes it just becomes like, okay, I'm a tough guy. Let me go ahead and prove to the world that I'm a tough guy. It's like I don't have to prove that. Like,
right. Well, in foreign countries, living outside the US, that's what they like. Eat this. I'm
oh
like,
really?
oh yeah, yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
damn.
eat this. Yeah, don't eat that. Don't trust them. Never trust them. Don't eat nothing. Don't take nothing from nobody. Don't eat nothing. Somebody trying to give you a pepper. No, yeah, you eat it. Never trust that.
That's a gem, actually. You know that's actually a gem. That's actually
Yeah,
hey.
I'm more giving you the warning.
Mhm. Yeah, if not,
They
this
want
is
to
gonna
see
be
you
the
hurting.
if not, this is gonna be the sound of your bowel movement. Be more where that came from.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
man.
no, I agree, definitely agree, because yeah, that's my problem, living, out of country, I'm like, y'all just like hot. Nobody cares for just hot. Why don't you make it taste good? Like, it got to match the food, whatever you're eating, you know? Or, you
Yeah,
know,
that's why I've like
I'm picky.
stayed away.
I'm picky.
Yeah.
I'm picky. I'll just say it straight.
Yeah, from like the chip challenge, like to
Yeah.
be real, I don't really want to try that. I was just
Yeah,
kind of
don't do
joking.
that. Don't do
I
that.
was just kind of joking. Yeah. Cause like I'm like, I don't think I'm gonna be able to enjoy the taste. Like if Shaq was basically in tears on national television, I remember I was watching Inside the NBA. You got Shaq, you got
Yeah.
Charles Barkley, Ernie Johnson, and Kenny Smith. And I remember Shaq, he did the challenge. Like he ate that chip like you were talking about.
Yeah, yeah.
And we got to watch a grown man cry on television. I mean, Shaq is hilarious. He's funny, but I'm like, if it broke him down, he's 7'1", 7 foot tall.
Right.
Man.
Yeah, yeah.
Now I don't know if height has anything to do with it, but I'm just saying, I'm just making the point that like if I don't know if he can't handle it, and it's national television too, like everybody
Right.
can see it. He was in tears, like wait, like he was kind of suffering there. I mean, it was funny to watch him, but
Right, right.
if he had to be in tears and be in pain like that, I'm like, nah, I don't know if I really want that. I don't want the smoke.
Yeah, yeah. You don't want that. Believe me. Let's see. Yeah, because I'm looking at it right now to see. Oh, that's the Carolina Reaper. Okay. Woo, yeah. Woo.
The Carolina
Mm-mm.
Reaper.
That's what it says on the. It says hockey Carolina Reaper. I thought it was ghost pepper. That's what I thought it was, but no, this is Carolina Reaper. Scorpion pepper.
That's the
Yeah, no, I'm
hottest.
good. Let me look. Let's see here.
We bought that. We bought the Scorpion. That sounds familiar. I might have that in my refrigerator, as a matter of fact.
Really?
Yeah, yeah, it sounds
Mm.
really familiar. We probably got it from Pier 39 because they got like so many different hot sauces there. Brother Tim
Oh
says that
wow.
actually why I enjoy barbecue sauces, a sriracha type of sauces where you can have a touch of sweet with the fire, but not too hot, which might overwhelm the flavor.
I want a kick. I want a kick, but I want it to taste good. It says
Well, oh yeah, go ahead, King.
Pepper X. I don't even know what that is. Never heard of that. But yep, Pepper X is the hottest pepper. I don't even know what that is. Carolina Reaper second, and then wow. Oh, well, this might tell me. Oh, okay. So Pepper X, Carolina Reaper, then Ghost.
Oh wow, Ghost is third. Okay. Is there like a hot? Should I pull it up the screen? Should I pull up an image of the hottest? Let's see.
Yeah, you can. Pepper X. It's some
Pepper
new
X.
pepper. I've never heard of it before.
Pepper X.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm good. Okay, I'm good on that. I want to
It's a
enjoy
hot
my
sauce
food.
pepper. It's a pepper X hot sauce.
No, it's actual pepper.
Oh yeah, I did see that. I did see that. Okay, yeah. Let me share my screen so everybody can see. That's crazy.
No, I'm good.
Yeah, I ain't about that life.
No, I mean I like habanero. Habanero's good.
Yeah, habanero. Yeah, I always have that on wings. Habanero is
Yeah,
really good with hot wings.
mango habanero, pineapple habanero, wings.
But like habanero, like to me, it's not hot anymore. Like I've gotten so used to eating it. Like
Yeah,
I
it's
enjoy the
good.
taste. I like the taste though. The taste is
Right,
good.
right,
Because even though it may not be considered hot to me anymore, like I just like the taste. It's just really good with hot wings.
right.
So let me share my screen.
Ooh, brother Tim say Carolina Reapers are some of the hottest peppers for real. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. For sure. I've never tried that, but
Yeah,
I'll
you know what, Tim?
maybe a little
I'll even.
drop, maybe a little drop, maybe a drop I'll try to see.
Yeah, they can keep their Carolina barbecue sauce over there too with that vinegar too. Yeah, I'm not. I don't like that either. I don't want that mixed in my barbecue sauce.
So this is the pepper X right here.
Ooh,
That's
no,
it right
I'm
there,
good.
King. I heard that.
Hey, just to warn you, people they'll give you something like that in a foreign country. They'll set you up. Don't get set up.
That's California Reaper right there.
Ooh, yeah, I
Let's
agree with
see.
you, brother Tim. Yeah, I definitely agree with you there.
Rex hot sauce.
Yeah, outside the U.S., depending on where you go, a lot of they just like it hot. They don't even care what it tastes like, and they'll be lucky. I mean, if I be able to understand how to make hot sauce, or man, I'm gonna figure it out how to make it. United States way, and yeah, I might be putting that on the shelf one day. If I can figure that out,
Oh,
definitely put it on the shelf.
speaking of the shelf, we can have this on our shelf if we got what it takes. If we're tough enough, right here. Look at this. This is Pepper X right here. Shop Pepper X hot sauce.
Hmm,
Dang.
probably good. I'm sure they got it. I'm sure they probably ain't got as hot as it. Eating the pepper. It's probably not going to be as hot as eating the pepper for sure. Yeah,
Wow.
brother Tim asked you a question there.
I would try a little tiny bite. Why not? What could go wrong? Would you try those hottest peppers, Jaden? Oh man, I don't know. I'll try a drop. I would try a drop because I know when my wife and I, when we go to Pier 39 in San Francisco, when we go to the hot sauce store, they allow us to try all the different hot sauces, like or the ones that they have available for you to try. There's a section where you can try it. You can like just take a dab. So yeah, I would do that. Just a little dab to see if I can handle it. And but I ain't gonna lie, because I remember like last time that we went and with the hot flavors that we've tried, I remember my stomach feeling the side effects, and it was just like drops. It wasn't even like a whole lot. I mean, it was hot in my mouth, but my stomach took the worst of it. But after a while, it got better. After a while, my stomach felt better. But it's like after even trying the drops, you gotta give yourself like 30 minutes to an hour for your stomach to feel okay again. Because it's just like it feels like it's like burning the inside of your gut. So yeah, I would try it. I would try it, brother Tim. But I don't know, to buy a whole bottle, I just gotta see what to do. Next time
Yeah,
when I
you got
go
to
back
check
to
it
Pier
out.
39, yeah, next time I go back to Pier 39, I'll pay more attention to the flavors I was trying. But I've had like that Scorpio one you was talking about. I might have had ghost pepper. I don't recall. I wish my wife was here right now. She would help me jog back my memory. But I've tried some hot flavors. The hottest one, Pepper X. I don't think I've tried that. I don't think I've
Yeah,
tried it.
no, I haven't tried that one. That's something new.
No, but I'm willing.
Yeah, I ain't gonna eat the
Yeah.
pepper now. I won't eat the pepper, but yeah, if they got it in the sauce, I'll try it.
Mm. Oh wow, dang! It's already over 3 hours already.
Oh,
Man,
oh
it's
wow,
moving by fast.
going by
Talk about
quick.
talk about hot sauce.
Hey, it's all right. Hey, there's so many topics we can talk about while we're able to, while we are able to, because like you said, we in the end times, we all know that,
Mm-hmm.
and we need to be spiritually connected to the Most High and studying to see what's going on, so that way we can do our best to help ourselves and family and iron sharpening iron, build with each other, connect with each other, love each other, even the Gentiles. Um, yeah, times are going to be rough,
Oh yeah.
in the next several months. So be aware of what's going on. I ain't saying look at the news every 5 seconds, but be aware what's going on because man, things are happening. Planes crash. Um, school pow pow. I'm not going to say what, but that stuff's going on. I mean, there's a this country is fallen. If you can't see it, it's fallen. And then for you ladies out there, the ladies, the sisters. Oh, we seen your how your China's revealed your name brand stuff, the purses, the bags. You're paying 38,000 for the whatever Louis Vuitton bag, and in China it's what $1,000. I mean, they revealing all that stuff, So
Mm.
wow, yeah.
Mm.
The prez is getting them to reveal all the stuff, and the only difference is they got to mail that purse to after they make it. They mail it to London or wherever in Europe, and they put the little tab in there, and then bam, it's the same thing as what they make it, because they make it over there.
Real
So
quick, I gotta say, shalom, shalom to our brother King Katora in the building. What's good, King?
what's
He's
good,
actually,
King Shalom?
yeah. He's actually, I actually would say that if he was on the live stream, but man, if you would have came in earlier, King Katora, I would have had you on here. That'd have been
I
dope to
wish you would
build.
have. Yeah,
Yeah. But yeah, we finna sign off here in a couple minutes. But yeah, King Katora, it's good to see you, King.
good to see you, King, as well, my brother. Oh yes, Tim, brother Tim. Yes. Yeah. I mean, like I said on my channel, I put all of that content in this past video, everything that's happening to be able to see. Hey, King K, you see what he got there? Look at that shirt. Yeah,
That's right.
yeah. I like that shirt too.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah,
We
that you
gotta
did a
represent
nice
around
job on
here.
it.
I
Yeah,
appreciate it.
that's a nice shirt.
I was like, I'm not gonna, just keep it simple. Sometimes you gotta keep things simple. Just keep it, sometimes you
I
don't
mean,
have to the most.
stand up to see the bottom of it, the way the bottom of
Oh,
the shirt.
oh yeah, it's
So
just, the
yeah, I
basic
just want
look.
to see how. Okay,
Yep,
all
just
right.
kept it simple.
Okay, okay. That's what I was just. Yeah,
I want people to
that's
get the
not bad.
point. Yep.
Yeah, yeah, definitely gonna have to get with you on that. So while I'm in the States, while I'm still working here, so yeah, because
Yeah,
I don't want to be.
so sometimes the most like regular designs. I remember back in the day with wrestling. Remember
Yeah,
the Austin 316 shirts? Remember those back in?
yeah,
Remember the Austin
yeah,
316? What's up? The NWO. I mean, it's like not the
yeah.
most like crazy design, but a lot of people bought those shirts back in the day. Or
No,
another example. Another
that's
example
cool.
too. I mean, I don't know how. Well, this is a different topic, but the whole Nike thing, right? Because I mean, yeah,
Yeah,
Nike, the history behind the logo, but
right, right,
I mean, it's just you got a check mark, a symbol,
right, right,
or you got a shirt that just says Nike, and people buy it, like hotcakes. So
right. Well, that's
sometimes
why
like t-shirts, you
kind
don't need the most crazy design. Sometimes you can just keep it regular.
right. At least it's coming from you, where you're probably not charging $200 for $300 for a shirt. You know what I mean?
Man,
Or $3,000 a shirt.
because people will spend. Yeah, that's what they're spending on Gucci and Louis Vuitton, and people, man, and that's a reflection of our quote unquote culture. I say quote
Yeah,
unquote the ones that
we the
they,
people that buy
yeah,
that stuff. We are the people that buy that stuff. I decided several years ago that yes, well, really since being in the truth, um, that why would I spend over $100 for some shoes? I mean I mean because they gonna last for how long?
now I'm not saying I'm not saying that's easy to give up though. To have some nice
No,
shoes.
no, I mean, they're nice.
Yeah.
No, I'm not saying no. They still nice
Yeah.
now. No,
Yeah, all
no,
right,
I
all
ain't
right,
saying I'm going. What's the cheap store? No, give me an example. What's
or the one of
was it
those, or
Payless?
one of those.
Yeah, I don't go
Yeah.
to Payless. I don't go to Payless. I don't necessarily buy from Marshalls either. But I can't think. It's in a mall. Normally, I go to the mall, but it's kind of like it's above Payless. It's above Payless. It's a
Yeah.
couple steps above Payless. But it's probably like old shoes. Like they still got Jordan and all them in there, but like old shoes, they may not be of the year. A couple years old. Under $100. I mean, not now probably, but they when I purchased them. But yeah, you can find.
King
There's all
King
kinds of stuff.
Couture King Couture be clowning.
Oh, you a
Clowning.
Walmart guy? Oh no, I can't do that one, bro. No, 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 sir.
No, you
No
don't like what you don't do Walmart? No, no, no
shoes.
Walmart.
Nah, nah,
Oh,
nah, nah. I go to the mall
I
in
think
this
it's different.
country or
Like
foreign countries.
I think it's different because I mean I grew up on. I mean when I was a kid, I had Payless shoes. I had Walmart shoes. I had the
Oh
Marshalls. I
yeah,
used to
yeah.
love going to
I
Marshalls.
had that.
Yeah,
I,
but
the Goodwill.
as a grown adult, the Goodwill. Hey, tell me about it. I used to love going to Goodwill.
You
Yeah,
still can get
sometimes.
clothes in the Goodwill.
Yeah,
You know,
the
but
Goodwill.
I
Yeah,
don't. I don't. No, I used to go to what we call the hood store. They got the little like Asian store that they got all the black clothing. You know what I'm saying? All
see,
our hood clothes.
out here. Well, in the Bay Area, we had Durant Square, so that's
Okay.
like equivalent to what you're saying. Like it's like a
Yeah.
lot of Asians own it,
Yeah.
but
Yeah. Yeah.
it's like an indoor flea market, and it's like you said, it's all
Yeah.
like black fashion, like all the
Right.
fashion stuff. Like yeah,
Right.
so
Yeah.
like
All the nice
out
stuff.
in Oakland. So like yeah, like when you come to Oakland, you got Durant Square. I don't know if Durant Square is still there, but man, I grew up on Durant Square. I used to love going to Durant Square. They got everything there, everything, clothes. They
Yeah.
even got food there. They got
Yeah. Yeah.
toys. Like man, I used to love going to Durant Square because you can get
Yeah.
you can get a deal for the low,
Oh
like
yeah.
for a good discount. But yeah, I know like in certain areas, I think LA, they call it what the swap
Yeah.
meet in LA.
Swap meet. Yeah. The swap meet.
Swap
Yeah.
meet.
Swap meet. Yep. Yep.
So our swap meet will be Durant Square out here in the Bay,
But
even though
yeah.
I'm not in
Yeah.
the Bay Area no more.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I like that. He said Walmart. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. I get most of my clothing online, even So I live in a big city. Yeah, I mean, I like I like to put it on and see if it fits me. I'm old school, but I mean, yeah, in the future you'll be in your home and put your little VR on and order it. You don't think so, but you'll see. I've told you. Let's see. All we got is Walmart around here. Um, oh wow. Yeah, sorry about that, King K. Yeah,
Yeah.
Payless shoes hurt my feet. Yeah, no, I don't. I definitely don't do Payless. I mean, when I was a kid, yeah, but no, as an adult, no, I don't. I don't shop there.
I used to love Payless as a kid though, because Shaq would sell his shoes there, and Hakeem Olajuwon. I used to wear the Hakeem Olajuwons. Hakeem
Oh yeah,
the Dream Shake. He's my favorite player when I was a kid. I used to love Hakeem Olajuwon. So his shoes, I was always happy when we would go. Now caught me a pair. And yeah, I know it's Payless, and Payless. Sometimes people will people say
right,
mean stuff about Payless, but hey, I mean that's different. But as a grown adult, we're not talking about if you're a child, you're gonna mess up them shoes anyway, and especially if you have a family, a big family, you got multiple kids in that family. Well, you got to go to Payless or Walmart or
right,
Marshalls
right.
or Ross or wherever. The Big Wheel or the Goodwill. I said the Big Wheel. The Goodwill.
The Goodwill, yeah.
Yeah,
The
the
good.
Goodwill.
Hey, ain't nothing wrong. Hey, I got a lot of work shirts out of there. For doing my inspections. Most of the time they send me this stuff though for me to do what I got
Oh,
to do for my work. Majority of the time. Yeah, but I can't. Yeah, while I'm in the states, yeah. If I order something, yeah, I'm not paying 25% tariffs through your press. I ain't paying you no tariffs. I'll fly to you and pick it up. I'll fly to you and pick it up myself. Yeah, I'll be like, "Hey, Jaden, brother Jaden, I got to fly to Cali, man. Can you? I'm gonna be at this hotel. Can you help me out? Show me around. Let's get some food or something." Yeah, definitely have to
that's
pick some
right.
shirts up. All right, so brother Tim said that's would be wild. I definitely don't want to be shopping for clothing in brother. That's what I'll be talking about next week with
Uh
the stuff
oh.
on my channel, the
Uh oh.
metaverse. Yeah. Yeah, I got to resize my videos, but yes, exactly. Yes, you got it. You got it, sir. Yeah, times are changing. Times
Yeah.
definitely changing
Rapidly.
rapidly. Uh,
Right in front of
yeah,
our eyes.
man, and yeah, the scriptures are definitely opening up. It's definitely opening up. Times are going to be tough, but I believe if we're able to connect with each other, we got to keep each other lifted up and keep each other in prayer for sure. Pray that we unify. That's what I pray. And I know that our country or this country uh, don't want us to do that because they're kind of against that. But you know, um, one day it will happen. One day it's going to happen, and I pray for that day to happen. I hope and pray I'm here to see it, to be a part of it. Because that's going to be a beautiful day. Yeah, I pray for our people. Yeah, yeah, I pray for all our people. The from the shootings to even pray for the kid and what's that kid in Texas? The kid that would that was at that game. You heard about that? Yeah, man. Yeah, that sucks. Trying to defend yourself and but I pray for our people. Yeah, I'm tired of the oppression of our people being hung. I'm sick of this place. I'm sick of this place. I'm ready for it to be done with. I'm ready. Like I'm tired. Tired of crying for our people being messed with, shot by police. The evil, just evil. The evil stuff that happens to our people. I pray for the restoration for our people wherever we at.
Mm.
Wherever we at.
Wow.
We're tired.
Let's
Yes.
let's go ahead, King. Let's go ahead and
Yeah, I know you.
let's close. Let's
Okay.
So I'm gonna go ahead give you the last word and then we'll sign off right here.
Well, I'm gonna say in Hebrew, Anaya, Ahab, Yahweh, Wa, Ahab, Ha, Tawada. Amen. I love Yahweh and I love the law. Amen.
All praises, all glory, all kavod to our great King. On that high note, I'm Jaden Israel. That's 12 TJC. Shalom, fam.
Shalom.